France Football, for the love of the game.
Sorry, guys. Apologies, guys, and I'm late. Apologies, I'm late. It was due to circumstances beyond my control. Actually, I'm sorry. Hello. Happy New Year to you. If this is your first time joining me this year, Happy New Year to you. I wish you a very fruitful 2026. So, there's a lot of things, that's going to happen this year. Actually, World Cup is this year. The African Women Championship is this year. That will take place in Morocco. You also have all these mini youth tournaments too that will take place this year. A lot of things are going to happen this year. I will give you like a run through, maybe probably in a separate video. But because we are late today, that's the reason why we have to dive in directly. So, I wish you prosperous New Year too. Thank you for joining. I Dawson, thank you for joining. As he is one of my guests today, so he's greeting. He's going to come and greet you physically, actually. Not that I mean all these things. So, how are you? How do you celebrate your? So, Happy New Year to you, Happy New Year. In fact, without you guys, who is Ghana football? Who is I have to appreciate all of you for the love, for the support, throughout 2025. Like I said, it's probably my previous video. We lost our channel, the first channel, we lost it due to various copyright strike. But we started this from scratch, and now look at we keep on spreading the gospel. Look at where we are today. So we promise to give you a very good 2026. A lot of things is going to actually what happen. We are working on how to connect with you more, how to know you better, how to build this community. We are trying to do a lot of things. We want to know you just more than coming live on this wonderful Friday night. We also want to engage you more. We want you to want to know you more. So thank you. Let me know where you're joining from. We still hear music. Let me know where you're joining from quickly. We're gonna start very soon. I'm just waiting for my other guests to join in directly so we can actually that. So So welcome. Happy New Year to you once more. My name is Esmitai. I'll be actually this is the first edition this year. Last year, I don't think we missed any episode. Even when I went to Morocco during the Women's African Championship, I still look for a way to do this Friday night football club. So, even if it's not going to be like the usual 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, we still look for a way to come and actually work and give you best. So that's also work actually what we put ourselves to. So let me okay, but let me just bring my so let me just talk about quickly, there will transfers going on, in different parts. But a Nigerian player, Ifeanyi Undukwe, Ifeanyi Undukwe just moved to Liverpool, but unfortunately, the boy is carrying an Austrian passport. So, Austria doesn't actually allow dual national. So that's why if the boy wants to play for Nigeria, the boy was actually renounce his Austria passport, which is probably really actually unlikely. But let's see. Let's see exactly what happened. So I'm going to actually welcome my first guest quickly before so I'll be joined today. We're going to do AFCON review. They're going to preview the next qualifier tournament. So let me just thank you for actually finding time to join today. How are you today?
I'm very well. Thank you for having me, and happy new year to you. And
Yes.
happy new year, viewers.
Peace. Say that. Thank you, Advanced Football, for showing me love for my wedding day. I wish I appreciate you great. Oh, you are part of the family, and you're always part of this family. No, you don't need to mention that. So, it's been a very how would you rate this AFCON? So far.
It's been interesting, but to me, not as interesting as the last AFCON. I don't know, maybe because the razzmatazz, of the West African countries. When it comes to razzmatazz, we have all those swag, saying all those too much swag in West Africa. But
Yes.
to me, it's been interesting, but we've not been seeing any upsets, unlike the last AFCON.
Yes.
So that's why, but it's just there too. It's just there.
Yeah, it's just there. So I also think that it's just actually there too, because if you watch my match day 11, I said that this AFCON is predictable, because I don't think there's any major casualty yet, but just like enjoy the way it is. But for me, I'm not really actually saying that 100% really impressed with what is going on. I just like to see upset. I like to see people actually let's all these small teams give these bigger opponents a good run for their money. So, and I'm going to look back slightly at our preview and talk quickly about what we actually did in our preview quickly, so that people can just be up to speed with exactly what we actually mention, because we're still waiting for, I guess maybe I'm just going to Gambia and Comoros will be where Egypt, South Africa, and they're just and Amrabat and probably actually were very key. So let's look at so in the last let me just give you guys a rundown. When we did our prediction, quickly, Henry, I thought guess actually why previewing the AFCON. He said that Morocco will top the group in Group A, and he said that Mali will be second, and there will be no third best placed team in Group in Group A. So I think it was right in that regard. And he also mentioned that there will be a draw between Mali and Morocco. I think actually we'll get that one right. I'm just trying to see if I can actually get the clip out for you, so that you guys can actually be able to see the clip before he actually he joins us. I don't know, maybe I can just get the clips out quickly, so that because he's mentioned that, so I can just play it quickly for you before we review the other ones. So quickly, maybe I can just get that clip out for you. Okay. Yeah. So, but let me just still waiting for you. But I just don't wait for the other guests. This is actually we're going to move on. So, so I just which one surprised you most? We already have the list of actually what the group winners, the runner up. Which one surprised you most in this group? Do you think any surprise for you? So I'm not just going to talk about myself. Any surprise for you?
Actually, there's no major surprise aside that Tunisia qualified, Sudan qualified, and
Mm-hmm.
Mozambique.
Yeah,
Because the other day, I thought, excuse me, I thought Equatorial Guinea was going to make it ahead of Sudan.
yeah.
I thought Angola was going to make it. But
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, the two of them, they didn't, they didn't do anything. But
Yeah.
I was surprised with Tanzania, even coming from our group, because now I've been talking about their league. I expected them to qualify because they have a very well organized league, even though they only have, in quote, three teams in that league that can vouch for. But it's what it is. There's no the only thing that the only thing that surprised me was Angola not making it.
Not making it. Okay, okay. So any player that surprised you in this tournament, any player.
Ah, I don't want to. I will not say a particular player. A player that surprised me is still didn't make it. That's the captain of Angola, Freddie. I told you about that guy. I'm a very good midfielder. So even at that age of 35, 36, still balling, even though he plays in Turkish division too. You know. But the only player that surprised me now, Cameroon pick, is that guy, Sirik Ire from Burkina Faso.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love his work rate. He's an all-rounder midfielder,
Yeah.
left fielder. Another player that will surprise me is our own boy, Rafael Idika. Even though I'll not use numbers to judge
It's
him.
still only one game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we played only one game. But I'm a lover of Oyedika.
Yeah.
Maybe because I played as a defensive midfielder when I was playing football. So I
Yeah.
love those midfielders.
Yeah.
And another a player that will say surprised me most now is our captain, Wilfred Didi.
Yeah.
That he got Mojo back. That got Mojo back. We
Yeah.
know what we all knew what Didi possessed before he started having injury, before his game went down. But now I think he's got Mojo back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
which I think is a good one, though. It's a
Yeah.
good one.
So let me just give you a bit of news. Nigeria, will be missing Siri Desas, and it's actually officially what out of this AFCON. There's a news that he's got a thigh injury, and as I'm talking to you now, he's actually back in Greece, and actually as certain is is rehabilitation. So he will not play. He will not play any part in this AFCON again. Even if Nigeria qualify for the final, there is no way back for serious. As I said, there's one miraculous recovery and it can make the final. But even when the next qualify for the final, it will not actually make it. See, I have to be honest with you. This player reminds me of Jonathan Agbobori. He used to be, we play well, we play well, but when it's time for the major competition, you just realize that now he got selected for his first tournament ever. He didn't kick a ball. He got injured, unlucky, got injured, and it's actually is out. So it's a bit sad. So I just hope, I wish him the very best of luck. I hope that he will not retire from international football now. I hope that we can still qualify I hope that he'll be around when we play the next AFCON next year. AFCON is next year again. So guys, the qualifier starts, probably in March for smaller teams. Then we're going to enter the qualifier in September this year. So for next year's AFCON, I hope that it will be actually it will be okay. Because it's a bigger squad of 27 players, there will be no replacement, for that type of player, because it's not as if the injury happened before the tournament. The injury actually would happen during that tournament. So that's the reason why there's no replacement for Siri. I wish him quick recovery. I wish him the very best of luck too. So that's that. But what we are hearing is that Ryan Alebiosu is recovering fast, but he did not participate in the training today, but he's recovering fast and he's going to be back in time on Monday for Nigeria crucial World Cup qualifier against not World Cup qualifier. Sorry, I keep on saying World Cup qualifier because my World Cup was in my head. Crucial second round game against the Mambas of Mozambique. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I wish him actually very best of luck. And also another news too is Tuchukwu Nandi. That actually made his AFCON debut against Uganda, the Cranes of Uganda. Is out of the training because having code. Is having code. And so he didn't take part in the training. So I think it's cold now. We hope that it's not more than cold. It should be back and fully actually fit when they would play against the Mambas of Mozambique on Monday. There's also issue about Victor Osimhen not training, not part of the training, but officially he took part in that training. And the reason why he sat out is just because he played nearly all the 3 games. So you need to manage Victor Osimhen, very well. And I think that they are acting based on the templates from Galatasaray on how to actually manage him very well. So you don't overload him and rush him and just get injured again. So that's actually what that on Victor Osimhen. So a lot of things are actually happening in camp. I just hope that the boys are actually healthy. And final bit of news from that camp is that the coach sent out media, everybody, for 2 days that they should not come near the team. I think till Saturday also. So there's no media access, nothing. That's why you cannot see anybody filming the training, any training or so. I can see a lot of people around the team already. People like my very good one, Isaac Fayoshe, taking pictures around the team. So this one might be too much distraction, for the team, which I think that the coach, I like this. When the coach can take a stand that, okay, guys, I need these guys to play. And I know that what journalists are now saying at the bank that they are waiting for him to fail so that they can use this thing against him. I've been seeing that campaign on social media. Guys, see, that's the reason why sometimes I fear for the future of this country, honestly, because, there's nothing bad in you saying that you need your full attention of your players. You don't want any distraction because of this game. So, and people now say that, if you crash out, then we'll see you. People say, I traveled all the way from Nigeria. I got locked out of training. It's just, come on. Your thought on that, I quickly.
Yeah, thank you very much. My style when it comes to camp discipline. My style when it comes to people having fun around. Like I don't have anything against him. I saw this rapper Odumodu Black in the camp, stuff like that. We don't need this, please. I went to check 4 other national teams. I will just go to you and check camp news. They only have time for media party. After media party, they don't allow anybody they can, if not even their celebrities. Now, if you're talking about a Kosha or Kanu in the camp, we know those are not content creators, they are followers that, guys, we've done it before, you can do it, we understand those ones. But now you bringing musicians, content creators, authors, political activists, or all those people, bringing them to the national team. I don't see anything in that. Some of them are even using this one, if not to increase their content, some using that for political campaign.
I saw a banner of the son of the president, banner in Super Eagles camp, and I was wondering that I don't want to be political here, but it's just slightly actually what's distracting for me.
This thing, I would say this: separate football from politics. When people are in politics, I mean active politics. So you don't use, just like I said it when they hosted the Falcons, when they were saying on your man, when they were singing on my name, I said that's wrong. These kids, they have different political ideas. We are those politics.
It's not a part of politics. It's not a part of football.
It should be free of politics. So all those Fayoshe and co, all those content creators using the spy boost to put their content, please. I want for an initiative to stand up and wait. That's why I want us to go back to what we used to have uniform men as camp commandants. From
that poster. You can't tear that poster because it's not a good thing. It should be free of anything. If the team suddenly succeed when they have come, you can do whatever you want to do with them when they come back to Nigeria. But this is an assignment.
That's what I'm saying. They don't even need to put the banner of any political party or any politician there, because they are not representing the president. representing the country. And Nigeria is not a one-party country.
Sorry, before I bring my second guest, I just know somebody else said that but some politicians were in CIV in 2024. See, the issue, what you are saying is not. What you are saying basically is that we don't want distractions from the team. We don't want to give you the footage of what happened in Ivory Coast in 2024. We don't want a repeat. You can't be doing bad things. And there's because the president that you want that bad thing to continue. Bad behavior should not be something. Should not be something. So for me, I just think that that is it. So yeah. So let me just bring my second guess. I just think that that poster, you should go and tear the poster or go and burn it somewhere. It should not be find a way that place. If the team wins, they should go and actually celebrate the team back in Abuja, but not these are actually what distractions, with the team. The team to focus on the single assignment they have there is to go and take the trophy. If they fail, they do. But anything that will support the team to win the trophy is what they should be there. So let me just bring Ariel so that we can actually what justice to his mates. Anybody.
You don't want them there.
You don't want them there. So let me just so that is that of the Eagles camp. So that's the order of the Eagles camp, which Eric Share and his troops, the very best of luck, how they can actually win the trophy and bring the trophy back to Nigeria. So yeah. So let's just
Hi guys, good evening.
Yeah, I understand. I'm more like I'm just saying that anybody, like I don't know. In fact, you even don't try. You don't do justice to us. Say anybody that is not of interest of winning over team should be sent back. And there is this disgracing news from Gabon too. I don't know. Maybe we are back in the years of 2000 that anti anyhow because of you remember the Ivory Coast issue in 2000. When they said they should go and beat them up when they, she should not be like that again. Come on. I think we were more like that. So let me just take one quick comment from my very good friend before we go to analysis. I think the issue for ST have been cleared. It was the one that paid for some of the supporters, according to the Association of Nigeria in Morocco. He cleared that earlier today.
You don't care. We don't care. Who cares? You don't care.
So let's just leave that. So we don't want to go into that type of discussion quickly. So let's just go on to guys. So let's just move on to our analysis. So your scorecard, your results. So who analyzed Group A? That's Henry.
I think it was I. Yeah.
So if you have not watched the 2 weeks Friday Night Football Club, guys, go and watch it. There's an oracle here. The only thing that is left is that there's no necklace and there's no what's it called, that collection when you bring out.
Yes, there's no talisman.
Yeah. But you said that Morocco withdraw against Mali. It came to pass.
Yes.
You said that Morocco the guy goes against smaller teams. They got 2 against Comoros, 3 against Zambia, and it worked out well. Well done to you. In Group D, is it Group D or Group C? No, it's Group C.
D.
No, Group D. You said that DR Congo and Senegal is going to be a draw. You got it right.
Yeah.
And you also said that
Benin will go through as third place.
Yes, Benin will go as third place. You got it right too. So that Senegal will top the group based on the goal they scored. You got it right. Okay, that is good. I thought too. You tipped Angola to do something in Group B. Unfortunately, Angola did not do anything in Group B. But the 2 teams to progress actually was progress to South Africa and Egypt. But Angola did not just progress. You discussed the Francophones in last Group F. You think that Cameroon will not do anything? Well, Cameroon showed you the Cameroon of 1990. actually what Ivory Coast. You think Gabon will make a statement? You didn't rate Mozambique. Mozambique
Made
finished,
the
made a statement. Henry, you think Burkina Faso will top the group ahead of Algeria?
Yes.
Top the group.
No, they didn't.
They finished second.
Yeah.
You said that Guinea Equatorial will not perform. You are right.
Yeah. Yes. I said
And
Sudan
you said
will
that
go
Sudan will replace Guinea Equatorial.
Yes.
You actually you got it right. So it's like mixed results between the two, of you. But you did more groups, and then I just that's the reason why maybe probably you had more results than
Yes, probably.
yeah, probably had more results, but because it's you did only did only group B and the Cameroonian group.
Yeah.
And why you did all the rest, you did the rest like group A, this thing. So so guys, so there have been issues that the AFCON is unpredictable. So let's move on to the knockout stage now. So because we're already like 26 minutes. So knockout stage is already here. So these results too will come out after the second round. We're gonna look at the rest.
Exactly.
So maybe probably the winner will get a voucher.
Really?
So
$1 million voucher. Yeah.
Let's start this one. So I'm gonna talk about the fixture. Then you think about your opinion about opinion to Henry quickly. So the first game is Mali against Tunisia. That is tomorrow.
Mhm.
So I call the Battle of Eagles. The Eagles of Mali and the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. This is like marriage made in heaven. They've been together in the World Cup qualifier. Remember when they played in the playoff 2022 World Cup. They also met during the infamous 87-minute match that the Zambian referee blew. I think they also played in last AFCON too. I think they got nil in last AFCON. I think under Eric Shell. I think South Africa, South Africa, Namibia, Tunisia, Mali, in that same group. Yeah. So this team, they are not stranger to anybody. I don't think Tunisia has always looked for a way to perform when it's North Africa. The last time this AFCON was played in North Africa, they finished fourth. Remember? They lost narrowly to Senegal. Who remember that game? They lost narrowly to Senegal in that semi-final game. Yeah. I was yes, if they lost narrowly to Senegal, when Nigeria also lost to to Algeria in that semi-final game. So they are not strangers to each other. So I see this game as clash of styles. You see a team that is very robust in the midfield. They lack attacking power going up front. While you see Tunisia as is well organized in the back, and they are ready to take in anything that Mali threw at them. So it's going to be a very interesting game. So let me just start. I don't know. Where do you think? What's your take on this game, and where do you think the pendulum will swing?
Like Ryan said, they've been forced for a long time. I remember the opening match of 2094 when this guy Mali beat the host team, which is Tunisia, goes from Koulibaly and Sidibe. And I think since then, the Tunisians have been looking for a way to deal with Mali. But I think I foresee the replica of that first match of 1994, that Mali will beat Tunisia. With Mali, I don't want to say about the Malians, they might not have the two more skills that the North African possess, but they complement themselves with what? With physical. They will use physicality against the Tunisians.
Yes.
And watch them as I think Mali will edge out Tunisia. That's
okay.
What I think.
You are tipping Mali to win that. So okay, you know what? Before, let's just analyze it first and not take your prediction separately so I can cut it out, very well. So Henry, your take on that game. Don't predict yet. Your take on that game.
It's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be very similar to the Mali-Morocco game. Two teams that typically play a certain kind of way. They don't score too many goals, at least not in this tournament. So Tunisia, they like to play like Italians. They like to, they like to defend.
Mm-hmm.
Although they didn't do that too much against Nigeria, Nigeria got 3 goals past them. So it's going to be a game played very tactically, played in the midfield. There's going to be a lot of stops, free kicks. That's what you see from a typical Mali versus Tunisia game. It's always played in the midfield, in the middle of the park. Yeah, yeah,
So
very dry. Yeah.
what do you think will decide the game?
I think individual skill, quality. Tunisia have more players playing in their league,
Mm-hmm.
although they have some very good quality players
Yeah.
that are on the ascendancy, right?
Uh-huh.
But Mali, I think they just have a bit more experience.
Uh-huh.
They want to do well. They've
Yeah.
disappointed at the World Cup qualifier, so they have Yves Bissouma, Sinayoko.
Yeah.
Even though the attackers haven't scored,
Yeah.
like they have attackers in good clubs
Yeah.
in Europe. They are experienced attackers too.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are not people that you could write off. Yeah.
Okay. So shout out to Dagwada. I was about to, but I don't know whether Dagwada was actually busy. That's why I did just want to actually disturb him. I know that he used to be very busy this time of the year. Shout out to you, happy new year to you. That's my co-host, Dagwada. Okay. We'll go to our positions very quickly. So guys, just make the 96 actually work very fast. So I thought to let's move on to Senegal against Sudan quickly.
We need to say this about that. The Sudanese happen to be the only country that qualified without scoring a goal. The goal that took them to was even an own goal. So they didn't score any goal. And their star man, Tomano, I don't think they can prove anything against the Senegalese. I'm going to say this now. Maybe I didn't rate the Senegalese well, but with the matches I watched, I think the Senegalese are really in this competition to compete, to win. So they are going to show their superiority against the Sudanese. Sudanese, they only qualified by whisker. They didn't score any goal. I don't see them. I don't proving any surprise against the Senegalese. But the beating people are black.
Harry, your take on this game?
I mean, it's very, very similar. Very, very similar. I don't think, without predicted, I mean, it's going to be a game that is not, it's going to tilt. It's not going to be a balanced feature. I think it's going to tilt more on the Senegalese side. So I'll prefer to see a Sudanese side that will sit back and see how much pressure they could absorb or maybe hit on the counter. Hopefully, I don't know if they can succeed doing that 90 minutes. They did that in one of the fixtures, though, at the World Cup qualifier when they drew in Sudan, in Libya, because they were playing their games in Libya. I think it's some tournaments too early for Sudan, but if they continue developing at this stage, I think you will continue to see them at this level. You understand? They will challenge more in the future, but maybe this one is just coming too early.
Yeah. So what's happening now? Egypt against Benin Republic.
Oh yeah, Egypt. I mean, this is another one of those features.
Before I go to Egypt against the Republic, Senegal will be missing their charismatic captain, Kalidou Koulibaly in this game.
He had a red card.
Can it affect their game?
No. I think they have a lot in the bench. They had the Sec. And they have some very good players on the bench that can replace Kalidou Koulibaly. So I don't think it's gonna be too bad for them at all.
Okay. So Egypt against Benin Republic.
Also another general fixture. The last time Benin was at this stage in 2019 was against Morocco.
Yes.
And they managed to pull up a draw. But with the way Benin is going, they've considered a goal every time. Every game, almost every game, they are. It looks like a team that is still very delicate. It's not balanced yet. So I think I think we'll see a similar approach. And see if a team that will probably try to sit back against Egypt and see how much pressure they could absorb to. Yeah.
Okay. So guys that are watching, we are about 200 people actually watching. Please like the video, like the video, like the video, and share the video, please. Only for 50, 60 people actually would like the video correctly now. So we're more than 200 actually was watching, about between 200, less than 200 guys like the video. So I do you think that Benin Republic can actually what upset
I,
Egypt?
I don't see any. I don't think they can, because even though I give it to their midfield, I'm not trying to be saying if I give their midfield, Junior Lighton, he has confidence, he's playing well. The midfielders and this guy Imora and these guys are doing well, but that their defense is calamity. They're just continue to calamity. Led by one of that guy that. No, you're John. The Mohamed's Johnny Mohamed. No. That defense is where you can concede, even go from Eritrea. I don't know if it's possible for him to work on the defense. Maybe I'm sure that he's using the best, because there's one other person that's better than Johnny Mohamed there. If you have another one, maybe that guy can complement a year. But that Benin's defense cannot they can't hold Mamouche. They can't hold Mamouche. Except something drastic happen. That's when they can. So I told the line of any it's going to be like a walkover for the Egyptians, except football happens.
Yeah. So Ivory Coast against Burkina Faso and Henry. So before we go to predictions.
Ivory Coast Burkina Faso is gonna be a tough game. So it's gonna be a game of a team that wants to be. They want to be a man at this level. Like, they want to be well known in the AFCON. They want to win the AFCON. And the former AFCON winners. If there is any team that can also beat Ivory Coast, is also, they can upset Ivory Coast. Burkina Faso can. But would that happen on that day? I don't know. I think it's a game. Burkina Faso doesn't sit back. They are always very optimistic. They want to attack. So they play. They have an African coach, typical African coach, so that encourages attacking football. So it's a game that would be back and forth.
Yeah, it's okay. I assume Ivory Coast against the Burkina Faso.
This will be a cracker. It's going to be a cracker. I foresee a penalty shootout. We can't rule out the squad of the Ivorians. They're defending champion. Maybe they want to throw the line of Egypt. I think Egypt is the only country that's won it twice back to back, and they might want to do that. But that's where I will expect the experience of Montafsoba. If you can do something to coordinate the defense. But now, who's going to mark Amadiano in that team? I'm not going to write
the best left back in the tournament.
Yes.
Because it's called against Sudan.
I know. But see, like that boy Diallo, I'm not a fan of Man, but that boy Diallo, that boy is something else. But the Ivorians too should be wary of the Benin's attack. That guy, Georgie Binugu, that guy that's about the eye problem is good. I might play I like that team. Syriac, Irie. I know, what? Most of these Burkinabes were even born in Ivory Coast.
Yes.
So they will play against, I would call them their brothers. And you can't rule out the Burkinabes. They are in this competition to compete. I foresee a penalty shootout to decide the winner in this match. I foresee a penalty to shootout.
And this is the only second round game. And two countries are from the same region. It's okay. They are from what? Both of them are from what? They are from Wafubi. Wafubi. They are from the same world. They are from the same region. They are from Wafubi. So it tells you that it's not going to be a very easy game for both sides. See, Burkina Faso and Ivory Coast, they are not strangers to each other. I remember all these traditional qualifiers. If you remember that Burkina Faso will just look for a way. No, sorry, Ivory Coast will look for a way to edge Burkina Faso. Then Burkina Faso they are called a nearly team. they are always nearly there. But one thing will just happen along the way that they will not actually to make it. So now, to the prediction now in the first part, we'll go to the second part of the draw. I don't know. Mali against Tunisia.
I think you missed Algeria versus Congo, DRC.
No, I want to do the first line, then go to the second line, rather.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
sure. The first bracket, yes. So I don't know. Mali against Tunisia. So you can either say a win for a team or it's going to be a draw. No, just say a win, who will win. So we're not taking, just say who will win the game. So Mali against Tunisia, I don't know who will win.
I'll go with Mali. I'll go with Mali.
Okay, overall, Mali will qualify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same here. I think Mali will go through.
Mali will go through.
Yeah.
Okay. Senegal against Sudan. I don't know.
Senegal.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. Senegal would. They are gonna give loads of goals to Sudan.
Guys, don't go and bet on it. So I don't know. Egypt against Benin Republic.
I would have loved. Let me say, I would have loved Benin to qualify, but this football, Egypt at them. Egypt 8%. Egypt to qualify.
Like I'm hearing that a lot of Egypt fans are making their way to Morocco to see that game. So
Egypt. I think Egypt will have a slim victory.
Slim victory. Two of you are drinking from the same couple.
Yeah.
Okay. Ivory Coast against Burkina Faso. I don't. The elephant against the stallions of Burkina Faso.
Oh my God. In as much as I don't want Ivory Coast, to have more AFCON trophies than Nigeria. They look good. They look better than. They look good to beat Burkina Faso. But I want Burkina Faso. I want Burkina Faso to win. So I will take the Burkinabes.
Yeah, okay. Me too. I'll go with Burkina Faso. Even though I was hoping that it was with Ivory Coast, but I'll go with Burkina Faso because, see, I think Burkina Faso want to do well in this tournament, and if you see, if you follow them, they are very serious. They want to try to go very far. I think this time maybe they'll become men in this AFCON and finally get one past Ivory Coast. I think, I think they might just make it through. Yeah.
Okay. So okay, that actually was that's okay. All of you. So I also you pick Burkina Faso.
Yes.
And it's something to celebrate you now. Let me just make my prediction to you. For me, I will go against you. I think there's going to be one dubious penalty somewhere for Tunisia. And Tunisia might probably edge Mali in that game. I just think that there will be one dubious penalty somewhere, and Tunisia will actually will edge Mali. I think Senegal will qualify. Senegal will beat Sudan to actually want to qualify. I think that Tunisia will resist Senegal for most, for a lot of times in that game, but Senegal will weigh them down and bring them down fully, similar to the way they did against Botswana. I think, which one again are we looking at? Egypt. I think Egypt against the Republic is very difficult to predict. I've now seen this Egypt. I know that they played against Zimbabwe. It was a low block against Zimbabwe. But against Zimbabwe was a mid-low block, not a really, really low block. So how would they fare against the low block of Benin Republic? And this Egypt, I think Eshana will always have a mistake in him. But still, no matter this thing, I still think that the same DBA that worked for Tunisia must still work for Egypt. So I think probably Egypt will progress. Ivory Coast against Burkina Faso. Despite I don't like Ivory Coast, but based on the fact that they are becoming the loud part of the Francophones now, they went to go and ambush one Gabonese fan. Yes, they are now becoming okay. I think that want to actually give his own prediction. Okay, 2. Okay, Abba. So they went to go and ambush. They're like, I remember them singing Hollywood.
Yes.
When they won the last AFCON, they are becoming so loud now. And all these all these their dance. And normally actually was dance when they win. And what impressed me too about them is that they play with the entirely second team against Gabon. Though they brought some big guns, they weighed down Gabon from a 2-0 down to beat Gabon 3-2. In that manner, it shows a champion mentality. I've seen Burkina Faso play. They can also do something too. Their weakness is Ivory Coast's strength, because Ivory Coast will keep coming. They are not Algeria. Ivory Coast will keep coming. So I just think that at the end of the day, the elephants will prevail over the stallions.
Yeah.
I can think that way. But let me just bring one more person that also he just want to say his own prediction too about this football world second part. So yeah. So
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Mr. Didotun. Happy New Year, Henry.
Yeah. Good to you.
Smith Lai, I expected that you'll be in Morocco by now.
No,
Yes.
I plan to go, but I think I'm gonna still be in Morocco. So
he said, yeah, same. I spoke to JB and I told him if we get to the semi-final, I'll go to Morocco.
Because from your end to Marrakesh is not far.
It's not far. It's about
it's
3
a
hours.
direct flight. So that's why we are thinking about going to go and
same.
Congo in the quarterfinals. Okay, you've heard about the analysis and the predictions too, and I want to also ask you the same question. Mali against Tunisia, where would the pendulum swing?
I feel that Mali would do a one on them, because the thing what I've noticed, Smith, like what I noticed from that our game and their third game is that when they see a physical midfield, they cannot contain them. And that's where Oyinka came in our game. I was on holiday on festive period. That's why I did not join. I saw some of the analysis you did on our games. What helped us in that game was Oyinka. His strength and physicality was what helped us in that game. And when Tunisia play physical midfield, they crumble. They crumble. So I feel Mali, technically, they are better than Mali, but physically, Mali is going to contain them physically. And I think that's the edge Mali is going to have over them.
Oh. So what about Sudan against Senegal?
Except God of football wants to turn things around. That's how that match would go against Senegal. But we all know that. Because no matter what Sudan wants to play, low block or mid block they have every instrument to break it. If you play low block, in that will just dribble around, they will give penalty. So Senegal said it will be an easy one for Senegal. I expect it to be an easy one. Football is not played on paper; it's played on the pitch. And I said that they have all the tools. They can play the match. All the tools. They'll not be hitting the bar. Keeper will be making ridiculous saves. They will go to penalty, or Sudan will score one goal in 89th minutes, and Senegal are gonna. So in cup competitions, expect upsets. But on paper, the chances is 95%, 5%. 95% to Senegal, 5% to Sudan. So
and the earlier the better. If they can break down Sudan early,
that's so it. If they get if Senegal get an early goal, the game is done.
So now you have picked Senegal. What about Egypt against Benin Republic? Where do you think the whole thing will go?
I've not been impressed by Egypt, honestly. I watched their game against South Africa. I didn't see their first game, even their third game, but their game against South Africa, I was not really impressed because yeah, they
They
got the
went
red
one man
card,
down.
but yeah, but even before the one man down, they were not as expressive and explosive as I expected them to be. All their focus is just on Salah, Salah, Salah. And I feel they have more quality than those focusing on Salah. Yes, Salah is the talisman, but you also have Mamouche that can create havoc. But for me, it's a 60-40, but definitely I still think Egypt will go through. But I feel like it's a game that Benin can cause an upset. And we know Babaro. Babaro can go and play 3-2-5, play some deep blocks and cause an upset. So that game, I feel an upset will come out from that game. But let's see.
So,
I feel like an upset.
what are you thinking? What are you predicting?
I'm going with Egypt. Yeah, I'm going with Egypt. But something in me says an upset might come out from that game.
Okay, last game for that bracket. Burkina Faso Elephants against the Stallions of.
That game, I'm sorry, I cannot predict.
No, you have to go. You have to stick your neck out. Is it a draw? Are you going for a draw? And
I'm going for Burkina Faso. I'm going for Burkina. You know what? You know I'm going. You know I'm going for Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire are starting to get full of themselves. Just like their fans, even their players, they have this belief that yes, you have quality players, but cup competitions. I watched that. What's it called? Those Burkina Faso boys, they are stubborn. I watched the first game. Those boys are very stubborn. That game that they were losing 1-0, they are very stubborn.
Against Guinea Victoria.
Against Guinea, they are very stubborn. It will be a very hard game for Cote d'Ivoire. Very difficult. And even that I watched Cote d'Ivoire Cameroon. That game, defensively, Cote d'Ivoire is susceptible. It's just the attack and midfield are strong. Defensively, they are not great. Defensively, they have lapses. So I go for Burkina Faso.
Okay. So let me just give a quick recap. I thought too. Your picks are Mali, Senegal, Egypt, and Burkina Faso.
Yes.
Henry, your picks are Senegal, Mali, Egypt, and Burkina Faso again.
Yes.
So Rabada, your picks are Mali, Senegal, Burkina Faso again, and Egypt. Okay. So the only difference is that somebody says play a 5-hour show, not be me and you. Okay. Let's just move on to the other part. Because it's that you guys will be don't worry, we're going to finish the AFCON now. Where that she would go. So now let me just talk about the Ivory Coast against Cameroon against Cameroon against Henry's country, South Africa. Because I think that you know so much about the team. So for me, I think this is another clash of styles.
Yes.
The Cameroon team I see now, they starting to show me of the Cameroon team of Manitoan too. The very robust of Patrick and Davies, Cameroon. They will match you strength to strength. Look for a way to beat you. And the South African team I see here is the South African team of 2004. So because they're not like the team I saw that played the last year's AFCON. They did not have a very good game in their 3 games, in my own opinion. I think what is keeping this team is the tactical genius of Hugo Bruce.
Yes.
Trying to change things. When there's a mistake, he trying to change it and adapt situations, And for me, I think Pogbo, the Cameroonian coach, has done a very good job.
Agu
Backed by his FA president, Samuel Eto'o. So I'm going to ask you now, based on what you said. Let me start from Henry. If was on the Cameroon against Africa and where the pendulum will swing.
Okay, so you want us to give a prediction afterwards? So yeah, for me, like you said, a clash of styles. South Africa history, they have a problem with um, Central and West African countries. You understand? Because those teams, most of the West African and Cameroon, these countries are tournament built. They are built for tournaments. They don't do things right behind the scene. You understand? They're a bit chaotic in administration, but they are not teams that you can just look away and say this is what will happen. I think you are seeing a renaissance in the Cameroonian side. Another advantage is that since a lot of these surprises have happened in the World Cup qualifiers already, so it's like these teams now they're a bit more resilient. That's why you are seeing the big teams just coming out to play because they've been shocked. All the shock they want to receive, they've received it. You understand? So now they are a bit more wary. You understand? They remember it's in the back of their brain that look, these teams can beat you. I think Cameroon would have too much for South Africa. You would see South Africa will pass around, they'll do those things. But I think when it comes to being brave and scoring goals, you see a different Cameroon. This is where you know that Cameroon is in this tournament. This match against South Africa, I think it will swing to Cameroon's way.
Okay, your thoughts? I'm going to go to predictions. I know that they're ready.
I think
go where you're okay.
I think South Africa will be too good for Cameroon because Cameroon have the quality in like their attack, their number 9, but I feel that apart from the attack, their defense and midfield is way too open, and I feel like South Africa is going to be more disciplined tactically and will have that tactical edge over them. So I'm going for South Africa.
Okay, Aizatun, your thoughts?
Well, this is. Remember what happened prior to the World Cup? I think South Africa has been. The South Africans they've been, looking for a way to get an event from Cameroon for a long time. But like I said, I don't see them matching the Cameroonians. I wrote off the Cameroonians. I wrote them off. I thought they were not going to do anything because the problem that's happening in their FA. But now, I think they have disappointed me. So, and the way they are going, remember the guy, Pius Davy. I think they have one Pius Davy in their team. That team is a very compact team. And I love the way this guy defend Christopher Wu.
Yeah.
And we should not, that's why I like it when a star player shows himself. Brian Bemo is actually showing the team. I'm not like that small boy, Christian Company.
Yeah. Okay.
I foresee them dealing with South Africa.
Okay. See, let me just say this thing. South Africa normally struggle against physical opponents, but I think they'll be looking for a way to get solutions to this thing. So you only have physical contact with the people you see. There's a team, there's a way they pass around a team and they look for a way to cover what's opportunity. If Cameroon have the mindset of trying to bully South Africa, I think they should forget that bully because they might not probably even see the ball. But there's one thing that can make the difference in this game. It's how they can switch the game from the bench. Does this guy have the capacity? Hugo Bruce? Yes. He won the AFCON last with Cameroon. That same team in 2017. When everybody thought that it's impossible to win that AFCON with that particular team there. He won the AFCON with that same team.
Yes.
So, and when I look at the Cameroonian team too, I know that they are doing well now, but there's going to be a stake that the road will really end for them.
Yes.
Honestly. In terms of where the game will be won, I think it's going to be on the bench. It's going to be a very tight game. I think as long as the game stretch goes on, I think it's good for South Africa. If the game is not closed early. So for me, I think I'm going to drink from a different cup. It might not end in 90 minutes. But I just think that South Africa might just, carry the day.
Okay.
So
Okay,
we'll see.
2 versus 2.
It's 2-2.
2-2. Let us see where it will go.
So I'll go down on this one. I didn't think we need analysis of this game, but I'm going to ask you to do it. Morocco is against Tanzania. You just go to prediction, no analysis.
Just like
the worst team in the group and the best team in the tournament. So what's your take?
like I said, we don't need to talk about this match. This is like another walkover. Just like I said, except the God of football will be on the side of Tanzanians. I hope it not be like EP and North Macedonia when they played, and they could not achieve anything. Maybe that's how we just come one lucky go boo. But no, I told it be like the North Africans. There's no way Tanzania will score Morocco. That Morocco will not score back either by crook or by any way. Because penalty will really come out. So I foresee that match when they talk about it. That's going to be a white wall. So that's where Gabi and Ibrahim Diaz will pick the golden boot. They're going to pick the golden boot against Tanzania.
For me,
Trust me.
Let me just talk about before I go to. I know you get to the analysis of this game, but let me just talk about something. Somebody said that Bright said that I'll pick Tanzania. Remember this: the first upset of this tournament. If Tanzania beats Morocco,
a lot of the Morocco players will retire.
Before they World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
But except see, I don't want to talk. I'm going to pick Morocco win. Let me just put on a Morocco win. I don't see that.
We need to know that there's so much pressure on Morocco, the players. So much pressure. Because was it not in their last game their fans were booing them at halftime? Too much pressure. I know this man they will win. No, they will be this one. They will if it's by crook, nook or by crook.
If they score with and the will not see it though.
This one. They are going to win this one. This Tanzania. And Tanzania have not been fantastic. So Zanzibar Tanzania gets.
It's gonna be like the game between Malawi and Morocco, in 2021 in Cameroon.
2021, yeah, 2022.
Yeah, the last 16. Although Malawi scored first in that game, you saw Morocco and they just kept going. Malawi did not have a response. You understand? I think this is the kind of game that Morocco would do the same. I think they will just keep going. Hakimi, there's too much quality there for in Morocco. They are going to. I think they will dominate. I think they would eventually win against Tanzania.
Yeah. It's like you're playing RS Beckett against Simba. But for me, I just think that type of game in Morocco, they will start well though, but they will weigh them down. You know, this Senegal, Ivory Coast, and Morocco, they know how to weigh him down. Yes. I don't know, not this AFCON, no, Morocco of World Cup qualifier. They will keep on coming. You know, and there's one thing that is I suspect from this Morocco team is that they are struggling to bring down low block. Yes. They want a team to attack them so they can counter the team. That's a big issue, which I think that they have to actually address. So for me, everybody's going for what? For Morocco win. Okay. Me too, I'm going for Morocco win. So now
I go for Tanzania.
If I go for Tanzania, they win. So the next one, I'm going to start with the next one. Then to Well, the Algeria national team, they got the Delta Foxes of Algeria against the Leopards of Democratic Republic of Congo. I know some people are here now. I don't suspend them. Some of them, they come here, they want to talk about Congo. So this is a game that even if you say that you are very optimistic, it's going to be very difficult for you to predict.
I think for this round, this is the biggest game.
Yes.
Biggest and toughest.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen Algeria play. I've seen how technical they are. I've seen Congo play. Congo has some good players. They have a mixture of experience and solidity.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for Algeria. And you know what I'll go for Algeria? They will have the home people on their side.
Mm-hmm.
It will be like an home game.
I think it's sold out already.
Exactly.
But some people are,
It will be like,
it's sold out. Some people when you go and buy the ticket or they keep the ticket. So say it at the last minute. Continue. I just sorry.
It will be like a home game. So they will have that advantage. I think that on footballing level, it's 50-50. But it now tilts to Algeria's side because of the home advantage. Because they're in an Arab environment. So I'll go for Algeria.
Anyway.
I'll slightly go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I think DRC they have a deep enough squad to be able to shock Algeria. Algeria, they have a very good coach. And I think the coach has motivated them, irrespective of what happened. Please, I think Algeria fans should respect Petkovic. He's a way better coach. Having their mind to drop Riyad Mahrez before the tournament, and I'm telling him to do stuff. You understand? Before, in the previous tournament, if you remember, Algeria, their attitude on the pitch was really poor. You understand? They always do some nasty stuff, and they will expect the referee to help them. You understand? I think I'm scared that an Egyptian referee will be officiating that game. That's the only point. I don't know, but one thing I noticed about the officiating is that when you have a non-sub-Saharan African referee, they are much more bold. So when you for example, the South African referees and the North African referees, they are much more bold in giving those decisions against those teams, the host teams or the North African teams. That's one thing I've noticed. You understand? The other ones, like the Cameroonian referee that blew Morocco versus Mali, he wanted to go look at VAR to tell him to give a penalty that he saw. You understand? So those kind of little things, because officiating in North Africa is always the problem. If you play a North African team, you are playing against the referee too. You know, the referees, they are always very dubious. So in this time, the Egyptian referee might be the highlights that day. I see a situation where Congo would just find a way to use their quality to beat Algeria. It's going to be a match between those coaches. I really rate the Sabre very high. A coach of Congo is a guy that would plan. Is planning for Algeria at this moment. Arthur Maswaku, he said recently that Arthur Maswaku will be fit for that game. But I think Congo would just slightly edge it. It's going to be a very tight game, but I
Congo
think
will edge it. So that goes for Algeria, Henrique of Congo. So I don't know, where do you think the pendulum will swing?
Yeah, thank you very much for asking me. I will say this time around, I don't know who the Moroccans support, because if you look at the match, the Moroccans they've not been supporting the Congolese.
Yes.
Yeah, they've not been supporting the Congolese because of what happened between Chancellor Beba and their coach last AFCON. But now, politically, Algeria and Morocco, they are not in good terms. Now, I think the fans will be, I don't know which side we're going to take. Maybe they will just be dramatic there. My problem is if there's no North African antic in that match, antic that give me a dual penalty, bro. I told you that I foresee Congo DR going into final. Unfortunately, they'll be meeting us in the quarterfinals, which will be the end of the road. I think Congo DR is going to edge out Algeria, because now the Algeria right back, that guy cannot match Elia Meshak pace. Elia Meshak is very fast, but and the front line of the Congolese. Congo, I think they are complete in all departments, and bar any antics from the North Africans. Congo, they are all
okay. Bar any antics. So now we say bar. I don't want condition here. What's your prediction? Congo against Algeria.
Congo will edge out Algeria.
So now there's no competition between you and Henry. You have Henry. You have picked the same team from the start to finish. Okay. So let's just recap. You, Ayatun, and Henry going for DR Congo. Why? What I said is Algeria. So that has been like slightly different from what you actually be picking. So the last game is a game that interests all of us.
What's your prediction? What's your prediction? Algeria.
See, my prediction will go away on bias, on my sentiment against Congo. I'm not talking based on football analysis now. I'm talking my head and my wish is for Algeria to beat Congo, and Congo go and be doing your Fimbu at home. Fimbu at home. It should beat them and take them out. This is not tactical now. I don't want to go into tactical. I don't want to go into this thing. I'm emotional now. Because we emotional. I want Algeria to beat Congo and send Congo to Kinshasa tomorrow.
It's a wish, not prediction. It's a wish, not prediction.
Okay, my prediction now is Algeria to win. Algeria to win. I love Congo against Nigeria in the quarterfinals actually, but I just don't want to. I can't just stand them, honestly. I can't stand them for now. Because proper banter will have be if you speak this language now. Just speak the language. Before I talk to them now, I have to go and interpret my. I don't want those banters. Go home early, so we don't want to see you. We don't want to meet you in the quarterfinal. We go home early. So the last game, I'll start with Henry here. Before I should let the guys actually would go and bring the audience to actually would join. The last game from Henry to the weather then to Idaho is the one that concerns your beloved country, the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the members, of Mozambique. See, when people hear about Mozambique, forget about them. But I remember that even with our full strength power in Abuja that day, with God bless you, so it was TB Joshua that that was it that Nigeria will beat. Remember that game in 2009? That 1-0 victory, I think it was.
Oh yes, that very, very difficult game. What opened also for eventually scores.
Yes. In Abuja.
I've never seen that. See, that day, I was watching that game. I was calling my brother. Say, but he said that the prophet said that Nigeria will win. Without the 80 minutes, so. So we said that, don't worry. He said Nigeria will win. Okay, because that time, if we didn't beat Mozambique, there's no way. There's no fighting chance again for Nigeria to go to the World Cup.
Yes, for the World Cup.
So, and we kept on playing that game. So these guys are very stubborn. That's one thing about them. I'm not lying to you. Mozambique are very stubborn. So let's start with Henry. Henry, what is your take on that game?
People think it's easy. That game is easy. That game will be very tough. You understand? You said it. The history with Mozambique has not been easy. I remember that 2009 game we played. I also watched it. You understand? It was a difficult match. They have a choppy goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper could dive. Stop anything. He was ready.
This
He
one
was
too.
ready to do anything. And when they eventually conceded, they were so disappointed in themselves because they came there to collect a draw. And we've talked
But they
about.
wanted to go to the AFCON then.
Yes, they wanted to
Angola.
go to the AFCON. Yes,
Because Angola is like their neighbor and things like that. They wanted to go to the AFCON then.
yes, and yes, we managed to beat them in that game. You know what? I think they still have one player from that squad
Yes,
still.
Pelembe.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe that'll be his name. It's gonna
He's
be
40 years of age.
wow. It's gonna be a tough game. Mozambique is that team that you don't want to play on sometimes because they are very stubborn. You see what they did to Ghana last AFCON. People, I don't know if you remember this. It was them.
From 2022.
It was them, and they removed. Although they could not have the goalkeeper to remove their own Ghana goalkeeper to remove Ghana, but still it was.
You know that game, that was the end of Shadow Fury in the Ghana national team.
Yes,
The ball was going. It was like this. It was this. I was like, what is it? That game was a comedy game because why Ghana scored it 2-0. I see from the TV because I thought that it's over because I didn't want to qualify. And like check the scores 2-2. How did it happen?
2-2. And Nigeria now we concede goals from the 70th minute, and we also have a goalkeeper playing in South Africa like Richard Ofori. So we need to be very careful. It's a game that Nigeria needs a lot of detail and
it's a banana peel game.
Yeah, and rightfully so. The Nigerian coach has asked for extreme focus because it's a very tough game. This game is not as easy as you think because Portuguese teams are naturally very hard to play. If you know, Portuguese teams, they are hard. That's why they are very hard for us West Africans too to play because they are skillful. They have skill. They can shoot. They can do many things. You understand? But the organization at the back is where you normally catch them. And I think maybe we would have the quality to win because I want Nigeria to win. But I think it's a game that we need to end in 90 minutes. We need to score early too. Try as much as possible to score early and see where that is and allow them to come out. They are very technically gifted side in the midfield. They are number 10, Jenny. Very good player, but I think we have the quality to beat any team. I think there's too much disappointment that have happened for Super Eagles. They would want to win this one, and I know they would win it. Let's just leave it like that. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
No long talk. Nigeria to win. No long talk. I've gotten my retro jersey. In fact, I'm going to wear it on Monday. No long talk. Nigeria to win.
Okay. Either you want to say anything on this game?
Yes, I think we are going to win, but Nigeria should understand that I think the only time we beat them hands down was when we beat them 3-0. And that was 2010 AFCON. When we beat them 3-0. Before now, we've not been beating them hands down. Even our last match against them, that friendly was 3-2. We beat them 1-0, 1-0. The few times we met, we've not been able to beat them. All these Portuguese speaking African countries, just like Angola, it's been very difficult to beat them. So what I'm just saying, yes, we not just show we not be complacent. We just go with the same approach that we've been using in this competition. Do not underrate anything. Go there, do the job. But what I'm going to say that we should take our chances. Those there are some countries, they know that, okay, they might not qualify for the World Cup, but this AFCON, they still put their head that, we can win this one, Even though we cannot qualify for World Cup. And I think Mozambique is one of those countries. But all he said, I think we are going to beat them because this is the only thing that the Eagles need to pacify Nigerians. So we are going to beat them. But it's not going to be that, easy. Thank you.
Yeah. So, okay, that's that. On that prediction, okay, that is that. Somebody said I'm able to actually want to score first. I'm not sure about Super Eagle response. So after the big scoring first too. But okay, so let me just do before I let you guys go for a very fast analysis. Let me just do a run through of the weather scorecard so that people can know exactly your position before we go to what you have scored. So I know people are already joining the live. I'm going to let my guests actually what leave now. That weather. So in case I'm wrong, just tell me. You picked Mali to beat Tunisia.
Yes.
You picked Senegal to beat Sudan.
Yes.
You picked Egypt to beat Benin Republic.
Yes.
You picked Ivory Coast. Is it?
No. Burkina Faso.
You picked Ivory Coast. Okay. You picked. So that's why I wanted to be sure. You picked Senegal to beat Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
You picked Morocco to beat Tanzania.
Yeah.
You picked Algeria to beat DRC.
Yes.
Yes, and you also picked Nigeria to beat Mozambique.
Yes.
So Mali to win.
Yeah.
Senegal to win.
Yeah.
Egypt to win. Burkina Faso to win. Cameroon to win. Morocco
Yes.
to win. DRC to win. And Nigeria to win.
Yes.
And I think that's the same thing with Idoton too. Because
Yes.
it's the
Yes.
same thing with two of them. So what guys, thank you for actually for stopping by today. It's been a very, people already miss you here.
Yeah. Smith, like, please. We'll talk back regularly now. This
All right.
AFCON there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Back
Thank you for your
regularly
time.
now. Yeah.
Thank you. And Eric, thank you for your time. And I
Thank you
just
so
thank
much.
you for your time.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
We'll get your results soon. Those games. Thank you. I know to thank you. Thank you. So that is that guy. So let me just give I have like actually what waiting in the the waiting the back end here. Let me just talk my own about this game. See, one thing I want us to know about this game is that there is no second chance. You win, you qualify. You lose, you go home. There is this curse of getting 9 points and getting crashed out, which have been existing in 2019. So I believe that Nigeria should be the one to break that gate. So people say that Nigeria have 70% chance of qualifying, of beating Mozambique. For me, I think we should not look at it that way. Mozambique, they are better than Uganda. Let's be honest. Mozambique have players that can actually hurt you than Uganda. Don't forget, the leader in their defense is a Premier League player, Renato. He plays for what? For Sunderland. They have a very good goalkeeper too. They also like to counter opponents, when they actually when they are sucking up pressure. For me, our left back must be up for the game. If not, we're in problem. So I don't expect high scoring game. I still think that I don't see their defense can hold Nigeria striking force for 90 minutes. So I think that Nigeria will actually look for a way to to actually to beat Mozambique. I'm going to go with the full preview of the game, maybe probably tomorrow. But for me, I just think that the pendulum will swing Nigerian side. But I have my two first, I guess, guys. You have not join full super chat quickly. If you want me to take your comments. So, Chris, thank you. Sorry, Chris. Ladi, thank you. I saw Chris at the back end there. Thank you for actually joining, Ladi. Even
Yeah,
actually,
good evening, Chris. How far now?
Happy New Year and
Same to you,
Merry Christmas
brother.
and New Year to you. So,
Yeah,
yeah, your take. Take it from anywhere.
yeah. To start with, I don't think any team in this AFCON can withstand Nigeria's striking force. Any team will concede against Nigeria in this AFCON. Any team, be it Morocco, Senegal, or whoever, will concede against Nigeria. And then I see everybody just shouting Rafael Oyundika, Rafael Oyundika. I know he has scored, he has tried, he's a fine player. Let's not forget Rafael Oyundika was there
Forget you.
during our World Cup qualifying matches where we were just losing out anyhow. See, when do you remember what we played against Congo? It was because of midfield.
Mm-hmm.
If we can't afford it. I feel like from what we played against Tunisia, the first 75 minutes that we played against Tunisia, if we meet a very strong team and we play that against them, let's just take out Ndidi, JJ, and maybe the other one. We can easily replace them with maybe Alebiosu and Rafael, and they can, finish up and make the pace balance. Not like it will reduce the pace that like it has always been in the last 20 minutes or 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's that. Also, I think we are our own enemies
Mm-hmm.
because see what you said earlier that some journalists are waiting for Chel to fail this, and that's one of the reasons why things cannot work in Nigeria, because when somebody is finally there to make things look right, they are hungry. They said because they've traveled. He didn't send you to travel to come and do content. You chose to come, but he has to protect his job,
Mm-hmm.
and and make these guys not be distracted. If they do, there's one. They are very toxic Nigerian journalists in that Morocco. They are too toxic. There's one that was still saying it today. I don't want to mention his name. He was saying it today. Even though JB was forced to comment on the page, like, guy, what is your problem? So they are too toxic. Nigerian journalists, just they don't dislike Chell just for no reason. Maybe they are being paid. I don't know, or maybe Chell is not good, but I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's that. As
Mm-hmm.
for this our part to final. To be honest, I'm scared. We are on the maybe when you pasted this thing now. You say if we're on the left hand side, I would have been more relaxed. But you see that right hand side is fire. If you are not facing Algeria, we are facing Congo. We are not facing Congo, we are facing Morocco. If you are not facing Morocco, we are facing. It's too much. So I don't know if we are getting to that final, but if this current Nigerian squad gets to the final and win, respectfully, I would say they should be in the Hall of Fame and remove the 94 sets, and they should replace them. So in the next 10 years, they should be the ones saying, in our set we did this, in our set we did that. Because
But I want to ask you this question. Why do you think that the Nigerian artist ate Eric Shell?
first
It's
off,
obvious, like it's obvious.
it's too much. It's too much. I think the first thing is
What national? Like, why do you think they ate Eric Shell? Why?
yeah, the first thing will be this not letting them enough access to this. I mean, in a sane place, let's even. I mean, we might have some people that we like among all these people, even content creators, political, whoever that are joining this guy, taking pictures. But what is not right is not right. Let's
Mm-hmm.
be honest. You won't
Mm-hmm.
see English team with maybe what's this guy? This English rock star going to them to take pictures. To no, it doesn't happen. When they are done, when they win, you can go there and do whatever you want to do. I mean, I think that one is one. Two,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to believe. I want to believe they are pals with these Nigerian coaches. Where because like LJB said in one of the comments I just saw a few minutes ago, it's actually xenophobic for us to be saying Malian. We are
Mm-hmm.
Africans. I saw some highlights today. I didn't even. I've forgotten that Keshi once coached Mali.
Yes.
I used to think of just Togo, and
Mm-hmm.
I saw the highlight of the 4-4 when they were losing 4-0 and he equalized 4-4.
Mm-hmm.
But if Keshi can coach Mali, what's the superiority in them not coaching Nigeria? What is so special about a country of particular concern? So let's just be honest that we are even to talk that we are even nobody self. But it's
Mm-hmm.
sad. I don't know the reason. it doesn't. It's not looking like. I don't know. It's
Okay,
the
so
hatred is too much.
that's the final question.
Mm,
Final question. No, final question on Nigeria before we go to just ask you some quick
mm,
questions about other games
yeah.
too. Do you think that we cannot really blame administrators alone for our problem? Our fans too, and journalists too. That's the problem too. Do you agree?
Yes. Yes. And I think it's just our mentality in Nigeria generally.
Mm.
It's just our mentality. So that one too is a thing on its own.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, it's a thing because if there is a chance, I don't want to mention a player's name. If that player was in this AFCON, I can bet you that Kataefe that is doing live stream now, he will be in Super Eagles camp and live stream that Super Eagles camp. I'm
He
telling
will
you,
come with his with Koyu and
you
is it
with
Koyu?
that would be really ridiculous. That would be, you can imagine having that kind of person in Super Eagles camp. No, 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 no. I mean, we need to do right. We need to do right. But well, let's just see how it go. But to be honest, I think I like the set of players in this team.
Mm-hmm.
They are sort of like I think they've had meeting on their own. They
Mm-hmm.
are they are straight headed right now. They know what they want. They are doing it. If you watch Nigeria's match,
Mm-hmm.
pass one, what when maybe it's the opponent passing first. If they
Mm-hmm.
pass first, you see them. The whole 11 players are running,
Mm-hmm.
and then yes, these guys. They are up for
Yeah.
Chelsea type of
Yeah.
formation.
Okay. I will not finish this conversation with you, Daddy, without
Mm.
asking about your man, Victor Osimhen. We argued about the captain armband before, who should be the captain and things like that. But it's like when he got the captain armband against Uganda, it was like a different Victor Osimhen compared to the ones that we used to know. Do you think that the captain armband is bringing more maturity to Victor Osimhen's game? More, not to maturity to his game, I'll just say its attitude in the game.
Yeah, it is. And low key, he would have loved it, but for the sake of the respect for the game and and love in the team, he would prefer the older guys to have it before him. But low
Mhm.
key is something he would want because Victor is a player with that he's got ego, which is normal for anybody. But it's something he would have loved to have, say, permanent base.
Mhm.
But he only just showed us the tips of what would have in the future if he is the captain. And
Oh,
that's what a captain should look like. A
yeah.
captain should have the winning mentality, everything. Not a captain in his club side is losing 3 games, win two, lose one, yeah. All those
So
things.
you have been monitoring this AFCON. So which team do you think impressed you most? Just mention it before I let you go.
The teams I would have said that impressed me, they've been neutralized by smaller teams, so it's really hard right now to even mention their names. So it's not
Mhm.
anybody
So
can take it
which
at
team
this
was
point.
yourself? Which team is it?
I would have said I wanted to say Morocco and Senegal, but they've played some teams that neutralize them, that make them look simple,
Ordinary.
and we are like these people are not even difficult like we thought.
Mhm. Yes.
So something, yeah. Let's just see how it goes, sure.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah,
So thank you, Daddy. We want to see more of you. Thank you, Daddy,
no
for
worries.
your time. Thank you. Yeah. That's actually what Daddy. And so let me just say some quick super chats, guys. I only have 2 super chats here and 89 likes, guys. You can do better. Add super chat, add likes to it. We're 257 watching, and I only have 87 likes. Come on, like it and hype it too. You hype it. If you do that, so you can show it to a lot. You can show it to a lot of people. So, try to go. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too. And Chris said that your friend Dairo gave Shelley 5.5. I don't even respect that one again. Nigeria does well. I don't want to talk about that Dairo. These things. Some of them are just they're just creating content for their pocket and this one. They don't. I'm sorry to say, this guy I really respect a lot. I put him in the class of like the OGs of like I don't want to mention some few names that I respect a lot here, but I was so disappointed. He was just talking as if he just finished fresh graduate from journalism school when he was analyzing the game. So I was not impressed at all. So I have few callers here. I have Esco, I have Bobby Ray, I have Damala actually what here. So I just want to like before I go to Chris, I like Chris have a lot to say. Let me just take them up quickly. So and I know that Esco is going to be next, Bobby Ray, then Damala. So let me just take them up. Your thoughts. The Mutokwa is not okay. Uche is here. The Mutokwa is not is having issues with internet. But okay. Chris, your thoughts. You are muted though. I can't hear you. Can you guys hear Chris? No.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, we can hear you now. We can hear you.
Okay. So about Nigerian journalists and their behavior, for me, I just think like our people don't like when there's an order and when there's organization. You understand? They like when it's wuru-wuru, when you can do anything you like. You understand? When you can come into the camp anytime you like, take picture of the players while they are, we are not people that we follow order. You understand? We just do things anyhow. So they like it when there's a coach that will allow them do whatever they want to do. Put camera on the player's face every time. Can go to the hotel, do whatever. They like that kind of thing. The last stuff like that.
There was a content. Sorry to cause you. There was a content I saw that they were asking the Super Eagles coach, Fufu or this thing. They were showing him a picture. Identify this player. Hey, this was the content with content creator in the crucial qualifier. They should bring Koboko and pepper that Super Eagles. He was doing content. Hey, this is this.
It's sad. It's sad because when I was I don't even try to even watch the press conference or the post-match press conference because the questions they ask is just ridiculous. Like you think maybe like is like how can you call yourself a journalist? Like you traveled all the way from Nigeria to this place to ask this kind of stupid questions. Like you can even tell from Eric's face that he's just tired of the stupid question. There's no question about the game, whatever, like how like in questions that will kind of analyze the game. It's just nonsense questions, like nonsense.
Even there was a press conference. One guy asked question, and everybody in that press conference, the East. In fact, it was a terrible question. Everybody just eased, And my very good friend here too, how to say, he asked a question. Say, I answer that question. That question, safe. That person even answered that question. I was like, just continue. Sometimes he just continue. Sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yesterday, I was watching one of the journalists. I'm sure you know the guy, and he was doing a video of the training yesterday, and he was talking about the like. I couldn't believe what I was listening in that video. But anyways, let's just move on.
What was he asking?
He was saying that he's trying to find out what they are doing in the training. He said like they're playing 4-4-2 to try to, like, it was just some, like I was like, there's no way this is real. There's no way this is real. Like, there's no way. So and now I understand why the coaches cutting the media off, because they don't contribute to anything positive. Like, they don't do anything that's I'm sorry to say it to you guys, but like, you guys don't give me anything that make me feel like apart from the pictures you guys take, I don't want to hear you guys talk. Like, I don't want to hear you guys speak. Like, just keep mute. Like, don't say anything. Anyways, moving to the games. For me, as South Africans are watching this thing, I'm going to tell you guys, I watched that Cameroon and Mozambique game. I don't see, how do I say, like, somehow, because of the way South Africa, because of the way they are, and because of the coach they have, and how he knows how to, like, stay in the game, they might do something. But with, like, just something about this Cameroon team that just feels like it's going to be hard for you to just send them out. Like, there's just something about them. And I feel like they're going to be too much for South Africa. They're going to be too much for South Africa. They're going to be too much for South Africa. The only place where I see a problem with Cameroon is just the defense. But the way there's the way they move that I just feel like it's going to be too much for South Africa. If South Africa comes out to play them, to try to attack them, it's going to be too much for them, because there's this guy, Kofen, that boy is, oh my God! Like, I was asking myself, like, where was this guy during the World Cup playoffs for them? Yeah. So, and also because right now Mbeumo is not really doing much, but if he wakes up, if he comes into that game, it's going to be a long day for South Africa. It's going to be a long day. Yeah. Long day for them, because they have a good, that midfield of Beleba and this guy, Nimso. I don't know if that's a game. Namaso. Like, there's a connection there, and you can see Beleba now is like how do I say, like, he's getting into the tournament. The first game he played, the first game they played, he wasn't really there. Yeah. But the game against Ivory Coast and the game against Mozambique, he really showed up. Like, that the pass he gave for the equalizer, he really showed up. So I think it's going to be too much for South Africa to hold. It's going to be too much for them, because I watched the game they played against Zimbabwe, and if not for that, I don't know what the Zimbabwe player was doing, but I don't think they will be able to contain Cameroon, and also Congo. If it was like before if that we didn't meet Congo in the World Cup playoffs, I don't think I would even care about anything about them, because I don't really pay attention to their team. I don't even know who they have, or which player they have, or what they are building. But because of the way that they have reacted towards this, petition about, not even a petition, like this case about the players and all these things, like, I hope, I pray that Algeria just puts like 5, like put 5, I don't wish you guys anything good in that game, man. Like, I just hope you put 5. Like, I want it to be like a sad day, like a very. I don't even want 1-0. I want like to be an embarrassment, like, yes, where everywhere will just be quiet. Everybody goes at least. Because if you see the way they talk now, since that started.
Like, between that Fimbu in their room.
For them, they're the best team in the tournaments. They will slap anybody. The way they have been talking about Algeria, that they will beat Algeria. I don't think a lot of people are not paying attention to that Algeria team. Like, they have like some good ballers in that team.
Let me ask you a question. Would you prefer Algeria to flog them or Nigeria to flog them?
I told one of my friends that's from Algeria. I told him that, bro, I know, like, I know, like, I want you guys to win, but just lose, please. Like, because I feel like we need to just beat them, just for them to understand that game that day was the off day for us. Because the way they talk about that game, it's like I see they slapped us 2-0, they slapped us 5-0. But I was talking to one guy. I told him, like, look, bro, this is like your best team in 20 years or so. This is the best team you've assembled.
This is the best team in 50 years.
In 50 years. This is your best team in 50 years. And you guys played us. And we had 2 uncles in the midfield. And you guys couldn't even score. We took you guys to, like, without Osimhen. Osimhen came out in the first half. And you guys couldn't.
1-1 to Educate.
Exactly. And you guys couldn't beat us in that game. You guys couldn't, like, you guys.
Because of me, Educate is not. It's not. If we are on the ball, it's our player. If we are not on the ball, it's not our player.
They have a video. They have a video from that game where they were passing. That the video went viral. Like, had like thousands of likes and comments on TikTok of how they say how they dealt with Nigeria. And I'm like, this game ended in penalties, and this is your best team. Like for us, we look at that team that will play against you guys as like our worst team right now. Like this is not up to standard. But this is your best, and this is what you had. This is what you did with your best. I watched them against Benin Republic. If Benin Republic had better strikers, they would have ended the game. And that's the reason why I said I don't have any faith in Senegal winning this AFCON. Because Senegal I don't see Senegal losing. But the team I think that will probably be a difficult team to beat in this tournament is Ivory Coast. Because there's just something about them. They know how to bring in players and come and make impact.
They also have this second 11 that can actually work.
Yeah.
You see what we'll say a lot of things about Nigeria Mozambique game. I'm going to slightly just ask you what Odu there. Beat them on. Then I think let's go this next. Them where your thought quickly.
Good morning. Like, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good morning. My God, good morning.
Good morning, yes. As you see, good morning.
First of all, the AFCON under 16. The match between Cote d'Ivoire and Burkina Faso. We never have a good, but they don't have a striker. They lack finishing. Burkina Faso. What they make against Algeria? They play against Algeria after scoring goal, so they can't score goal. Could have beat them man down. And Benin, what are they playing? Benin are playing who?
Egypt.
That Egypt can fantastic like that. They only depend on Salah. And Burkina Faso, if they play with Steve Monet in attack, they will score Egypt. If they avoid Egypt have what they call special player like Salah and special and Mamouche. They can get them. Benin play are very good, but they can score goals against him. They were good. They are very good. Once they get them, they play very well. They can't score like that. Where they are scoring chance. As for the Congo versus Algeria match, it's a big game, very big game. But Congo have Fontina, they have Kakuta in their midfield. They are playmaker, but they don't have striker. That's the fact. They can move fast, they can play, but score the goal. Bukamu is not a striker for me. He play like Tula Kodari. That's how Bukamu play. 5 chance.
Yes, so Tula Kodari in that playoff. Continue.
But he no score goal now. He no score goal. Between 5 chances, he score 1 and miss 4. So against Algeria don't have a striker because the striker is Monija. They only depend on this guy that play that part. They back number 22 boy. That boy that play Massa and Mares. So they are very good. I think that game in the penalty. Anyway, that win. But I'm going to win. I need Congo. They don't offend me.
Congo, right?
They must pay for that. Congo. I need them.
Congo of Gary.
Any Congo they want. I need them.
Okay.
They don't offend me.
All right.
And for the Morocco versus Tanzania, that was a walkover.
So Tanzania cannot. You know that Tanzania went to one match in North Africa. They said they brought you beauty here and they draw 0-0. So do you think that?
No. So I think that this AFCON is going well. But now you know one thing. Those players that FIFA ban, those players that Nigeria coming about, Congo they don't play. They're not playing them. Notice they don't play them at all. That boy that play for Belgium. Is in that team. They don't play more. They're not playing him at all.
Because in the first point that the boy issue is not about his passport. The boy issue is about the document that Congo brought to change his nationality. There's something wrong with that document.
They're very careful. That means they're in trouble. They know they're in trouble. I don't know. Finally, if I go for Nigerian journalists, the church will leave them. They're haters. No time for those influential coming to Sword camp anymore.
Yeah.
We are focused. We are focused.
Yeah.
No katapi in our campaign. No katapi.
Yeah.
Very dark man in our team. Now training.
What?
We don't want them. Let's focus. Let's focus now. Let's focus. I will join. I was calling back.
All right.
Bye bye.
Thank you, David. Okay, thank you. So, so Chris, your thoughts quickly on Nigerian game. No call you. Your thoughts on the game quickly.
It was this guy now that gave Katafi his first entrance to the Nigerian team now. When he came there and the guy was doing content, this thing, doing video while they were training, interviewing people while they were training.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they don't ever call them vicious now. So the issue is just that we're not against Kataife here. It's not we're against Kataife. We're just talking about in terms of Super Eagles, because for example now the point he did was that a day in the life of Boniface is Super Eagles camp. That was not if we go Boniface house like the way guys from Germany went to Odenga's house to do content. That was good lifestyle content, but in Super Eagles camp sometimes they might be slightly crazy. So, Chris, before I go to SS, so the Nigeria Mozambique game, what do you think will happen? Before I go to X-Code, I still will bring you back, Chris. So when I bring
that Mozambique team, man, they're really good, good team. And if there's one thing when I look at them,
that's the team that plays against Cameroon is not that main team. It's
yeah. They rested some players.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at them, like they really have a good team, and I see people saying, easy one, easy. See, I told somebody the other day that Nigeria is likely to go on a run of beating Congo, Morocco, South Africa to the final. But you see teams like Mozambique, you see teams like Burkina Faso, you see all these teams then, like Mali, that you think that you can just slap them to the side. They don't die that easy, man. So that game is going to be very tough for us, but at the same time, it's going to be easy for us. The reason why I'm saying it is because I feel like the team is in a place where they now have this understanding that there's no small team in this tournament. And I think that was because of what happened in the World Cup playoffs with Congo. Because I don't think they expected what happened with Congo in that playoff. And also with Gabon also. So I think they're well grounded and they have the understanding that look, we are going into this team, into this game, and we are playing them like as if we are like we will play any other team in this tournament. So, like I said, it's not going to be an easy game, but also be an easy game in a way that we understand that okay, this will try to come at us, but we'll try to do our job and get over with it. And also, I want to say something about the discussion about the goals we have considered in this tournament. And when you look at the goals we have considered, it doesn't be like goals like you can say that like you can't really put much into it. That be like, let's say, like, should I say freakish goals? I don't know if that makes sense in a way. You understand? It's not like as if we have been pinned behind and put under pressure where like the game against Tunisia, it looked like that somehow. You understand? But one thing that I've enjoyed with this team is that World Cup playoff really, really helped us. Because that really helped us in a way that we can now sit back in a way that we can say, okay, bring what you can bring, and then let's see what's going to happen. Like anybody that watched that game against Congo was really expecting them to score at some point in that game. But somehow it ended in penalties.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that we haven't really considered goals where like we can say like this will put us back and then prepare us and tear our defense and then they got a goal. Like I'm saying, like when it mattered, like example, the Tunisian game, the 2 goals they scored were just freakish goals for me. That's how I look at it. The penalty and the free kick where I don't know what happened to Wabali. He just twisted his leg and then he couldn't go for the ball. That's why I say it's like some kind of like freakish goals. You understand? But in that last moment when they were trying to get the third goal, you can tell that like there was not really anything that came out from it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to believe that what I said about them, understanding that there's no small team in this tournament. So, and I'm looking forward to that game. I think it's going to be a very good game for us. Yeah. And also, I just hope that the coach and the team don't get distracted by any noise from anybody. As we go on this game, because they came into this tournament, everybody's saying shit about it. People are mocking them on the internet, or saying that how are they even among the favorites? Yeah. So let it be like that. Just keep going, game by game.
All right. Thank you, Chris. I'll see you. I shall bring you back. Thank you, Chris. When I bring you. So, Esco, your thoughts.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year.
I think you have to mute one. No. Thank you, Chris. I'll see you. I shall bring you back. Thank you, Chris.
Happy New Year to you.
Esco, your thoughts. Sorry, Obire is not ready yet.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay, so continue.
So, let me piggyback.
If you are ready, let us know. Continue. Let's go. Sorry.
Let me piggyback off Chris' last point about the goals we have considered. He said they were freakish goals. To be honest, I disagree with that. I disagree strongly with that. Reason being because the goals, for instance, the first goal we considered against Tanzania was clearly a case of, although there are a lot of people you can blame for that goal. You can blame Ndidi for that goal, for not tracking the run. You can blame Zaidu Sanusi for not losing his marker. That was clearly a clear tactical error. So there was no free kick. And the goal we considered against Tunisia, the first goal, it's a free kick. Nobody picked the guy. We can blame Wabali for that almost choice, ACL and all of that. Fine. The goal against Uganda, everybody was ball watching. Whether it was Chidozie Awazim, you want to blame. Whether it's Igbobu, you want to blame. Whether it's Oyinka, you want to blame. So I disagree with that totally. I also disagree with the fact that Nigerian journalists are destructive, are hitting on Chelsea. Ever since I started watching Nigerian football, the only Nigerian coach that Nigerian journalists have actually ever loved. I started watching Nigerian football since 2002 or 2000. The only Nigerian coach that they have ever loved was Samson Siasia when he became the coach of Super Eagles. In fact, journalists clamored so much for him. Even when Eguavon took charge of the two qualifiers, where I think against Guinea, where we lost 1-0 in Conakry, and I think we won Madagascar 2-0. They clamored so much for.
Right, so that was Musa's debut.
Yes, you are right about that. They clamored so much for Siasia. Do you understand? So the coach, Keshi was criticized heavily, even more than this, when he decided not to go with Osaka.
I don't think so.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Look,
this
Keshi was criticized.
See,
Keshi was criticized.
The big boss was criticized, but there are still some people in the media that actually was supported the big boss. This one, okay, when Finidi was the coach, set of people. In fact, I know some people very well that openly campaign for Nigeria to retain Finidi George. At least get his people. If you remember, I don't want to mention him. Some people were trying to take him to that space. If you remember, that NFF stopped. Those are his people. They campaigned for him to stay. That was Finidi George. Ose Pasero, because he's foreign, no. But this one, somebody even accused him of speaking French to his assistant. Why?
Okay,
Continue.
let me say something. So there are some of them do ridiculous things, but the thing is, since I started following Nigerian football, the only coach that journalists have ever loved was Siasia. Keshi was criticized before AFCON. In fact,
Yes.
there was no hope. They criticized him for carrying home-based players. They criticized him for not taking the Taze to the AFCON. They criticized him for starting Emenike over Ikechukwu Uche. People forget these things. And we were
Yes.
not playing well. 1-1 against Burkina Faso, 1-1 against Zambia. Then we struggled and won 2-0 against Ethiopia. They even criticized him for starting with Omeruo against ahead of Yubo against Ivory Coast. It's just that
Yes.
even the AFCON, even the Confed Cup, when we went for the Confed Cup, when Gambo Mohammed played, Olise himself was criticizing this guy in Super Sport now when he played. So let's remember these things. Come fast forward to Olise when
Why
he
did see some okay, sorry, Escort, sorry was positive. So let's tell something there. Some people they wet themselves with petrol and you expect them to go near fire, will not be bombed. Escort.
the funniest thing I've had to take.
You know, that is that if you wet yourself with this and you say you go test petrol, say, why would they burn you? Escort, let me remind you of some things. Somebody may be listening to
Okay.
me here. That person was very close to the former president, the man from Bayelsa State. And that person, when they finish one tournament, they ask that person that opinion about the late Coach Nkechi. That person said, say what he did was bad. They should even they should sack him there. Now, I won't give you one reason. The reason that person said was that going to a World Cup, I don't want to build a bit about Keshi, please. He went with Uche and Wafo. No, I like.
Michael Uchebo.
He went to Kunle Odunlami. Remember? There was injured Ruben Gabriel. Remember?
Yes, now.
Sometimes, there's some things that you will do. If they criticize you, it's justified. Is it not? But what did this guy do to offend you? To offend the press?
See, I was creating a parallel. Okay, Olise came in. He started playing people like Sylvester Ibiun. God,
you don't like this. You like
Wait,
this.
He played Paul Onobi. He played Obrapo, Austin Obrapo. All those guys. I was like, Nigerian journalists enter Olise. Like, I used to read Complete Sports that year. Nigerian journalists, they enter this guy. Even when we went to Chan in Rwanda, I crashed out group stage. Nigerian journalists enter this guy. They even to now, some of them call him a coward because he resigned because before the not World Cup, AFCON qualifier against Egypt. Do you understand? So then came to Genetro. We all know what happened. Genetro, how we do. Then Austin Eguavon, they have been criticized. So Nigeria is like that. But me, I don't really put my mind on all these journalists. They are going to do what they are going to do. You don't pay attention to them. As a coach, not be everybody go like you.
You're correct. You're correct about that. You just care about them.
It's the truth. A journalist in Arise News, when HL was appointed as the manager, did ring lights to say, "Oh God, why did you put HL as a manager?" But what has NFF done?
On Good Morning Show, is it Good Morning Show that they might do or trending this thing? No, not it's Good Morning Show. So that's a Malian. That's what he said it. A Malian appointed as if Malian is not a human being. Continue. That's good. That's good. If I say they don't the Irish people don't take
so that's it.
Okay, continue. Sorry, continue.
And focus on I've said this thing before and I'll say it again. Two truths can coexist. Eric Chell is a good coach. Eric Chell has the potential to be a great manager, but his greatest mistake is in-game management. I've said it before. I said it before the tournaments. He knows how to prepare well for teams, but he doesn't know how to react to situations in games. Case in point, the Tunisian game. It was a perfect example.
Escos, can you hear me clearly?
No, look, see, it's not a knee-jerk reaction. I've always said it.
I don't, because people would think that I've never met this man before, and I don't plan to meet him. I'm not his spokesperson, but I just think that sometimes we just need to look at it. Okay, let me give you an example too. When Nigeria played badly against Rwanda in the first half in Uyo, didn't he use his in-game management to change it in the second half? Nigeria scored. Remember?
Obviously, he did. Yeah, he did.
Because I know that the reason why they beat you in school is because they beat you for what you did wrong. It's not. The reason why you're hammering now is because of what he got wrong. They don't beat you for what you did well. So you are right. Complain that he didn't do the well against Tunisia. That is right. But there's some games too that changed, in game.
But Smith, like, this is not just a today thing. I've been hammering on it. Or it's not a today thing. So I'm not reactionary.
So some things too. See, sometimes when they put you as a chief, and the minimal duty of a chief, you cannot even do it. With Eric Chell, tell Educate to be working and be following Tunisian referee like a policeman. There's some things that the players will not also carry out themselves. Okay, look at it now against Lesotho in East Africa. What about you drop the ball? When we were leading comfortably, suddenly there was pressure on Nigeria and they scored. Remember? Is that one too in-game management?
Of course, I remember.
So there's some things that he made mistakes. Sometimes I think that he needs to know his players to carry out a duty. For me now, if I'm not surprised if Ejuka have played his last game in this AFCON. So it's just
he has played. He has played.
So I want to finish your thought. So I want to get you again. Sorry.
Okay, for the game against Mozambique. For the game against Mozambique, I know people are big on Onyedika and want him to start. I do want him to start, but knowing my manager, my dearly beloved Eric Chell, he's not going to start him. Knowing the kind of person he is, and I think he has watched Mozambique and seen how they are good in transitions, and that was how they hurt Gabon. Especially there was a guy. I've forgotten whether Rodriguez or so. That guy hurt Gabon. Not even the Jenny Katano guy, even though that guy is a good player. The Rodriguez guy, that guy hurt Gabon with offensive transition. So I don't think he'll be looking at that game and will be saying, man, to start to Idika will be a risk because I don't want to be cut off in transitions. Maybe when we are holding ball and they just press me and collect the ball from midfield and go. So I believe that he resorts to default setting with Ndidi and Oyeka. That's what I believe. I'll be surprised if he goes outside of this.
Do you think that I don't want to get you. Sorry, confuse your thoughts. I don't want to get you.
But I believe we'll have a good game. I believe we'll have a good game. But there's an issue we have. There's something people are not mentioning, which is one. Some players are not interpreting their role well. Someone like Bright-Osai Samuel should be able to join the matrix in the midfield, just like Bruno Yemichi has been doing. Sometimes whenever they hold the ball, Bruno Yemichi comes into the midfield to create an overload. Bright-Osai does not do that, which is a huge flaw, which is supposed to create an overload in the midfield, but he doesn't do it. So I don't know. Maybe but this guy is injured, that Alebiosu guy. So I don't know. And he was so impressive against Uganda. I know whether he will change and do that. I don't know. But so far, so good. We have been impressive. We have been impressive. We have been impressive.
Yeah, and I always enjoy your take, on this thing, despite that, I have to interget you several times on Eric Shell's issue, but I still enjoy, your take. You are right with
No, I
what you.
see. I will always say it. Eric Chell has the potential to be a great manager. In
Yes.
fact, after Nigeria, I see him coaching a club in League One
Yeah.
or La Liga or Premier.
Yeah.
That's how good he
Yeah.
is. That's
For
how
me,
good
I
he
think
is.
if he can make his mark with Nigeria by September next season, you might probably see him in League Two or League One in France. So because I
That's
think
so you
if
understand.
that
It's
goes
just
well,
that this little fox,
mm-hmm.
this little foxes can spoil it. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
Trust me.
yeah,
So thank
and
you for having me. Happy New
eh,
Year to everyone.
yeah, Happy New Year, Escode. Escode, that's a very good thought from Escode. I really enjoy when listening to Escode. Very soft spoken, but the issue is the internet. We're gonna have a special meeting on that internet and see exactly how to
Na
rectify that.
MTN I dey use o. Na
We
MTN I dey use.
well, I like to hear from you often, so we'll look for a way to do that. So thank you, Escode. So no, let me just talk about what Escode said. Escode was actually what right. Hey, Mozambique don't carry Bobby. Don't carry Bobby go. Mozambique don't carry Bobby go. So nice comments from X-Ray. I actually what no, I thought I also wasn't pleased with seeing game management, but I understand that he might get it wrong in game, but sometimes these players too don't carry out their responsibility. So I have a super chat here from Dr. Light that we should support Eagles when they win and lose. So supporters don't just support. See, Nigeria don't support you when you lose. So that is one thing about Nigeria. Nigeria don't support you when you lose. So Nigeria supporter that I've known in the past, from now they don't support you when you lose. So Nigeria only want to win and win and win. So I don't know what is wrong with Bobby Ray. Let me just go wait for a sec before after Damola actually waiting and Uche, actually waiting. So he mentioned something about inverting what right back or left back. Olaina can play with the ball more than Bryce somewhere. In fact, Olaina wants play in the midfield under Frank Lampard in All City to tell you that he interprets the game better and even more than the way Bright can do. That's the reason why when we played Bright Osai somewhere, was there as a left back. We played him as left back. Was it against Benin Republic? Or Tamino play right back. Osai Samuel played left back against Benin Republic in the World Cup qualifier in Abidjan. And also against Africa in what's it called in Uyo. It was terrible. It was a terrible day because it's not just that guy that is very flexible. So for me, Olaina is very intelligent, interprets the game. Well, that's why you can see Olaina in the midfield against Rwanda in Kigali. Interprets the game actually was better than Bryce Samuel. So, and also this boy coming up to Alebiosi too is a very good player. What I like about the boy is that he can score with his left foot, and his left foot is as good as his right. So it makes a lot of sense for us. It's a good player to actually what have. And watch out for Femi Seriki. Femi Seriki is also what? It's coming. Femi Seriki is coming. And Femi Seriki is coming. Go and check his caller against Stoke City. Femi Seriki is a good friend of Alebiosi. So Alebiosi will not be alone in camp when Femi Seriki actually what arrives. So I have Damola waiting, and also have Uche to waiting. So yeah. Damola.
Hi, Smith. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. So thank you, for coming on, and it's in second. It's a win or bust. You win, you progress. You lose, you go. And this game is the most difficult game. It reminds me of the Gabon game. That if you don't win, there's no next match. So it's very difficult to plan. That's the reason why supporters sometimes they normally book their tickets, not pay for it, so that in case you lose, they will not pay for it. You're not return back. But let me just hear from you. Take it from anywhere.
Okay, thanks for having me again.
Yes.
I want to start with Onyedika, because I never really had a chance to talk about him before our last game or after.
Yeah.
I know there was this argument on your platform. Was it last Friday? I couldn't join. Like when people were arguing about for Onyedika or against Onyedika.
Yeah.
Bad bulls. There was a civil war on your platform.
Yeah.
So but I remember I posted maybe a super chat or something, and I mentioned that if Onyedika does not play, I think I was on your show before that, and I said that if Onyedika does not play, that Onyedika should resign from the national team. He should not,
play again.
If they call him, he shouldn't come again. He should just, because it would be a huge disrespect if they don't play him in that match. And I'm glad that Erichel played him and he proved himself. Now, I want to say something. One of the issues we have in this social media age is that the moment people push a narrative about you, everybody will go with the flow, with the bandwagon. They don't take time to watch your game. They don't know who you are. They just know, Onyedika is bad. This person benched him. That coach benched him. But why have they been benching Onyedika in the Super Eagles? You have to know that, I don't know what happened under Genotro, if Onyedika was there under Genotro, during the last part of Genotro's coaching with Nigeria.
It wasn't there.
Okay, maybe he was still young then, yes. But we know that Genotro became defensive, right? We know that. Then Parceiro came. Parceiro was a defensive machine, Portuguese, Mourinho style, So in the last AFCON, when he went to that AFCON, he already had his mind that I'm going to go all defensive. So obviously, he's not going to think about Onyedika. And that was why Onyedika was. I think Onyedika was in the last AFCON, right?
He was there. He played against Guinea-Bissau.
Yeah, he was there, okay. But he did not really play him that much, It's the same reason why he played Sanusi, right? And he never played Bruno. Remember, Bruno did not play any minutes. But it doesn't mean that Sanusi is better than Bruno. It just means that Sanusi is better defensively based on what you're looking for. Why Bruno is better attack-wise, going forward. So that's why I don't like comparing players or saying that one player is better than the other. And that takes me to the issue of Onyedika versus Onyeka, right? And I'm not sure people understand this. I don't think people know that Onyedika and Onyeka both come from the same football academy in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Ebede FC. And they both went to the same club in Europe. I think Midtjylland of Denmark.
Yes.
And every time, but Onyeka is older. So every movement, anytime Onyeka would move to a club, Onyedika was the understudy and was the replacement for Onyeka. Yes. I don't think people understand that. I mean, I think it was Ebede FC, right?
Yeah,
that was the football academy in Ijebu. I don't know where they are now.
Yeah.
So it was Onyeka first in Ebede FC. When he moved to Denmark, then they got Onyedika.
Yes.
And after Onyeka moved from Midtjylland to, I think, Brentford.
Yes.
Then Onyedika was not the replacement in Midtjylland of Denmark. So that means Ebede FC was like a feeder club
to Midtjylland.
And I think that's where Onacho came from as well.
Yes.
So they both come from the same football academy. So that shows you something. And so the question is that what then is the difference between Onyeka and Onyedika? Even though they are both defensive midfielders, they come from the same academy. And the way I will explain this is this, right? This will be a bit fun. I know this is a football show, but let me use this as example. It's like Smith. Let's assume you and I, right? We went to the same school, right? Went to the same school, secondary school, right? GSS. So that means we did all the courses together: integrated science, biology, mathematics. But in SS, you are more scientifically inclined, so you went to science class, and I went to commercial, right? Now, because in Nigeria, when you go to
it's making sense.
You now then deviate to a science field. So after secondary school, you as my friend, you now studied maybe chemical engineering, for example, or mechanical engineering, because you did science, right? I studied economics. No, let's just make it easier. I studied maybe banking and finance because I studied Nigeria. I studied banking and finance, right? Or maybe economics.
Yes.
So now, after we finished our degree, we now found ourselves in the same company, working as investment bankers. Remember, engineers can work as investment bankers.
Yes.
So you got a job in the same bank with me, but you are an engineer, and they employed you. So me, obviously, I studied banking and finance, so they also employed me as well.
Okay.
You see, but the way we approach our job is different. You are more likely to be more analytical in the way you view things because of your engineering, mathematics background, in science class, engineering, all those things, But for me, it's more like I know the overall, like finance, the banking, the regulatory stuff, You understand? But we both work as a team. To achieve a great result. That is what I see with Onyedika and Onyeka. They both come from the same academy, like junior secondary school. They both went to the same, same club. But along the way, their football philosophy changed along the way. But they are both defensive midfielders. Now, one thing about the difference is that Onyeka is very good in pressing and marking. Your traditional defense, like pressing mark is going to bulldoze you. Onyedika is not really like that. Onyedika is one guy that when he has the ball, he has 6 eyes. When you give him the ball, he's not just thinking that, okay, let me pass this anyhow. He has like 6 eyes. That's why you've noticed sometimes Onyedika would turn and pass sideways or pass backward. There's a reason why he's doing that. He has seen that, okay, if I push this forward, there's no pathway for us to score. Okay, let me push it sideways. So there's a way he plays his game. Let me put it that way. And that is why you see someone like Guardiola praising him. Remember the game they played against Man City?
Yeah.
Remember, I think he even scored.
He scored that game, yeah.
You know what it means to score against Man City? And Guardiola was praising him, right? Yeah. So sometimes he will pass the ball sideways, right? Then get the ball back, then push forward. One thing I like about Onyedika as well is that when he has the ball, right? And when the team is attacking, he knows how to time his run.
Yes, okay.
That's a technical player. He knows how to time his run, So that's why he scores a lot. So at the end of the day, I think he's such a special player and unique player, and we are so blessed to have him in the Super Eagles team. So going forward, it's now up to the coach to see how he will use him. It is so unfortunate that in the game against DR Congo, when Iwobi and I think indeed they were tired, I was hoping and praying that Onyedika will come in that extra time. I'm telling you, if he came in that second half, most likely would have scored. And there would be no need for extra time. But that is in the past, right? So it's just a different kind of player. So that's why I don't like comparing, this player is better than the other. It's just a different breed of player. It's like Kante. Remember when Kante first came to England? Remember Kante became a professional at a later stage in his life? And people were like, oh, Kante will never make it in England because people never saw Kante like that as a professional, right? And he's very short, very, he looks very tiny, like it's not like your rugged defensive midfielder. And look at what Kante did in England. He became the best defensive midfielder in the EPL. Chelsea, they went to France, won the World Cup for France, So players are different. And I think people don't take time to watch players. They just go with the bandwagon of what they say on the internet, So that is that about that,
Okay.
Now,
before you move on from that, looking about, I know that we finalize it. I want to go back to Onyedika, Onyeka issues of not playing for national team. Based on Eric Shell's formation and the so-called philosophy, because they have turned this into Mr. Philosophy. Sometimes when somebody is not really good, he's not English speaker, he can only say philosophy several times. So I've turned into Mr. That's what they call it secretly, Mr. Philosophy.
Oh, is that what he says? He says it's a lot of philosophy. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, why he says my philosophy, philosophy.
Okay, good.
Is that philosophy? Game projects? Philosophy game projects. So now, where do you think who is more useful to that formation, Eric Shell, Onyeka or Onyedika?
Good question. I think looking at the kind of person that Eric Shell is, he will go for Onyeka. But if I am the coach, I will do Onyedika. But I think Eric Shell will do Onyeka. Are you talking about Ndidi and Onyeka, right?
No, I'm talking about Onyeka and Onyedika.
Oh, together.
If you want to pick one of them.
Want to play in a game. You mean me or the coach?
I'm talking about based on Eric's philosophy.
Based on his philosophy, I think we'll go for Onyeka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he will go for Onyeka. I have a question. Was Eric Chelle a midfielder?
Defender.
When he was a player?
Defender.
Was he midfielder, right? Yeah.
I think he'll go for
Onyeka. Eh?
He was a defender.
Oh, he was a defender, yeah. I feel like he has a defensive, is not much of a risk. He's like in between. He's not really very defensive.
He needs to play 4-4-2. Don't be surprised to see him play 4-4-2 against Mozambique.
But I don't think he will take a risk in the midfield.
Okay.
He doesn't look like a coach that likes taking risk in the midfield. He takes risk going forward, but he doesn't take risk in the midfield. So I think he would go for Onyeka based on the philosophy I've seen.
Okay, yeah. Fine, okay. For you, but yes. You say something, yeah.
Okay, so that takes me to Eric Chelle now about what is going on with the media. I think the main issue Eric Chelle is having with the media is what I call I won't say all Nigerians, I don't want to generalize, but the problem we have in our society is sometimes we have this superiority complex as Nigerians. That sometimes, maybe we are better than other Africans. When you keep hearing from a young age that we are the giant of Africa, no doubt, we all love our country. Yes, I would say yes, we are the giant of Africa, but maybe based on population, we are the giant, I mean, so I think because of that, then there's this superiority complex that we sometimes have. That yes, a Nigerian can go and work in a different African country. But another person cannot come to Nigeria and work as an expatriate. It's like seen as okay. I think that is the mentality we have sometimes. Stephen Keshi coached the Mali. I don't think the Malians had issues with that. I mean, this is Stephen Keshi, for God's sake. This is a legend of the African game, right? But now when the table turned and they're insulting Eric Chelle, you'll be hearing, how can a Malian come and coach us? And so what is this from Mali? If the best available person we have to coach us is from Benin Republic, so let it be. If the person is from Niger, and so what? So I think we are not used to
Kenya now. Was he now? No, I think Chris Echiku went to go and coach Kenya.
We know he coached Kenya, yes. And then Keshi went to Togo as well. I mean, Egwavon coached Black Leopard in South Africa. Shuaibu Amadou coached Orlando Pirates. Do you know what it means for a Nigerian to coach one of the biggest clubs in South Africa? And I don't think South Africa like, how can But so we just have. So I think it's about changing our mindset, And anyway, Eric Chelle was not even born in Mali. He did not grow up in Mali.
That's what he said now. So why can't they call him French? Why they call him Mali?
The guy is French, The guy, he was born in Ivory Coast. I think he was born in Ivory Coast, but he grew up in France. So all his philosophy, as you say, Mr. Philosophy, he learned it in France, not in Africa. So in a way,
did he play for Mali national team?
He played for national. Yeah, he played. I remember. He played for the Mali national team. It's like he will be kind of all these it will be and all these foreign, like someone like Iwobi, who was born in Nigeria but grew up in England. So that's how Eric Chelle is. So we just have to change our mentality. I think it's just, and also Eric Chelle is earning as a foreign coach. I mean, is it about 50,000? I don't know. Is that so much, right?
And Ibrahim Gusso openly said it in the press conference that we are not the one paying assistants, so we are not the one paying. I was like, come on, you are paying less already. Just keep quiet.
That is not as well. But I think the mentality is that if it was a Nigerian coach, the Nigerian coach will earn less than that, But then again, it is a situation of is an expatriate, and as Nigerian, you can be an expatriate and go work in Kenya as well, and you are earning in dollars. So it goes for everybody, So it's not just. I think that is where the hate is coming from, Now, talking about the game against Mozambique, I think it's going to be our toughest game in this AFCON.
Yeah, I agree.
When I see people talk about this game, I'm like, these people don't watch the Super Eagles. The Super Eagles, psychologically, they tend to take these smaller teams like, who is Mozambique? Again, our mentality. There's this mentality we have, right? Like, oh, who is Mozambique? You know? So, based on that already, that game will be won psychologically. Mozambique are coming to pack the bus and try and catch us on the counter. Those kind of games are difficult for Nigeria to win. You know, they're not going to open up like that, you know. So it's going to be a tight game. And I'm a bit scared, but I believe we are going to win, but it's going to be by a narrow margin.
So,
by a narrow margin.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you see a victory like Nigeria, Senegal in 2000? I don't want that to.
Oh, you mean the ties game where now they start they have to go and take juju from the post.
I don't want that game.
No. That game, no, please, I don't want. See that game, I almost had high blood pressure. Please, I don't want. That is the only game I've watched in my life where I almost had.
That game.
To the point that they were looking for juju by the post. That what? Why can't we score? Thank God for Agawa that day. And I think the late pass by, was it Olise?
Olise, yes.
God saved us that day.
So, when you say, you are right with
nobody knew. Guess what? Nobody knew that Senegal would give us problem on that day. You know? So, I pray that we are not going to underestimate Mozambique. And I'm happy that maybe that's why Eric Chell said no more distraction. Because I think Eric Chell already knows us as Nigerians that she's been in Mozambique. Don't be surprised, they can go and party for 8 hours before the game.
After Gabon,
they will go clubbing with the
Gabon.
With
the rush where it was all after Gabon. We just went like seeing that we are
serious. You see?
I think the problem with Super Eagles is always about recency bias. So they forget about, okay, what has been your head-to-head with these people? Because I remember in the World Cup qualifier, we struggled against them back in the days. I think it's 2010, right?
2010 World Cup was game of 2009.
So
1-0.
So 1-0. You see that, you know, based on the team, you should understand, okay, this team usually matches with the same energy. But most times, especially with fans, because they feel like we are superior, and then they feel like
mentality, as I mentioned,
it's easy for us to win. And I feel, just as you mentioned, that's why Eric Chell is trying as much as possible to shut the door on distraction, especially with our journalists, so that they can. Because I saw what's the name recently. I saw them putting a video of what's his name, Lookman, trying out shots at the goalkeeper, and sometimes we do not. I was wondering if other nations journalists are posting those kind of videos, because that's the sequence of play. He's testing out where he will put the ball, and then you are showing it. Wait for the game to be over first.
It's content.
Yeah, it's content, but there's always time for content.
Yes.
You know me, I'm old school, so all this thing of content that people are doing these days, showing tactics, I don't buy it, but you know, I guess it's a different generation we find ourselves. So and this reminds me of, you know, France 98, the game against Denmark. We have not played Denmark yet, and you guys were shouting Brazil.
Yeah.
Like, Denmark who is Denmark? Who is that mama? Who is that papa? Who is Denmark? We'll be there 5-0. Who are they?
You know, let me tell you one story. I don't know, you know, that game. You know, in that game, you know, Brian Landrop played in that game.
I remember, yes.
Yes. So he said he saw J.J. Okocha just before the game. That time, J.J. Okocha just gave birth. The wife just gave birth. This kid they have now, he just gave birth then.
Oh, yeah, that was around the time Okocha got married. I think 1988.
Yeah. So, I was like, why are you not going to check on your wife? I said, let's us win this game first there. After that, we can go and I'll check on my wife after the game against them before we play against Brazil. That was what he told. Go and check Brian Landrop's book now. It was there. See, that was when I went back to his team. See, these guys are underrating us. They don't think we are something. And I'm terrible words now. You know, he said something that the night before the game.
Yes.
The night, because we used to have this problem. The night before the game,
yes,
they did something.
Yes, we had, yes. Something happened in Paris.
Something happened before the night of the game. And so I know
in the middle of the night.
Yeah, in the middle of the night. So he said it. He said because they think that come on, they had reached Spain. You know, that was the mentality they had reached Spain.
So that's
and don't forget that Bora rested players against Paraguay.
Paraguay, yes. He brought in the older players from just 94.
Yes.
Uche, Okafor, I think
Eguavon played that game.
Ben Iroa
played that game, if you remember.
So players, yes.
It was like, you know, this Nigeria, that's mentality. See, once I said, that's why I normally fear. See, you all qualify if you check that pattern. When we win one game, we don't win the next one. Remember?
Yes.
So that is the problem we normally have. So I think we need to know that every day we have to switch on.
Yes.
I think I actually would agree with you. I want this Mozambique to give us like a reality check. Make the game tough. So we know that facing Algeria and Congo will not be child's play. So if I take care of them,
yes, so that's why I felt a certain way when we got 9 points in the group stage, because I'm like, I don't have problem with 9 points, but 9 points has given me PTSD, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, I hope the coach will talk to them and maybe they can get a team psychologist to speak to them that, hey, we don't want this same pattern to repeat itself, you know. So, but it's going to be we are going to win by a slim margin, I believe, you know. Maybe 2-1 or 2-0, you know. So now
we keep clean sheet for the first time before you go.
Clean sheet.
We cannot.
A quick one. Talking about clean sheet. My fear as well is that our goalkeepers have not been tested.
Yeah.
And each time they've been tested, we concede. So I don't know what's going to happen, but with someone like Uzo on so I think we might concede maybe 1 goal. Maybe 2-1, you know. But we'll see. But it's going to be a tight game. That's all I can say, you know. Then finally, before I go, I would there's something I wanted to talk about. Yes, the game between DR Congo and I think Algeria. I think DR Congo is going to beat Algeria. And we're going to meet DR Congo in the quarterfinal. So then we have a chance to make amends for our past mistake. Let me leave it like that.
I don't want. Yeah, I know that you have a lot of DR Congo friends that'll be, you know, rooting for me. It's just that I've replied their message too much because they used to use Google Translate to send messages to me. What are you talking about? So I've replied. See, I don't want their wala.
Yeah, maybe your own Congolese friends. My own Congolese friends, they're a bit different. They actually love Nigeria, you know. So maybe it's just
these people are talking. You know, you see their comments here now. Uche, you see them. What is wrong? Let's FIFA decide. So thank you for your
yeah. So thank you.
Before you go, South Africa against Cameroon. Your take. You think you're going to win? Who's going to win?
Oh, which Cameroon versus what? South
Africa.
I intentionally didn't want to talk about that game because of how I
feel. I wanted to ask you.
You know, I love my South African brothers and sisters. You know,
you
know, I love them. You know, so but I will say this. I hope my South African friends don't hear this. You know, on this channel. I think Cameroon will beat South Africa. South Africa struggles against physical team.
Yeah.
And this Cameroonian team, they are young, they are inexperienced, but they're just so energetic.
Yeah.
And that is where Bafana might struggle, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know that if South Africa had met Morocco, it would have been better? Or even maybe Egypt. It's easier for Bafana to beat a North African side than for them to beat a West African team.
Yeah.
So there's a high chance that Cameroon is going to win that game.
Oh,
you know.
Okay.
But if South Africa wins, they will go far in this tournament.
If they win, they will come unstoppable.
If they beat Cameroon, they might end up in the final.
Yes.
I think Cameroon will win that game. But if for football tournament, anything's possible.
Yeah.
But if they win, it's going to be by a narrow margin. If they win, they'll probably most likely end up in the final.
Okay. Thank you, Adamola, for your take. We always enjoy your take. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. So I hope that Obere will be ready, but let me take Uche. Uche, take it from anywhere.
Yes, I'll start with the round of 16 matches that will be going on. For Algeria against Congo. So it will be battle of tactics, and I feel like this kind of games are made for Petkovic, and he has personnel to prosecute the match. Like he has what's his name? That guy from Bayer Leverkusen, Ibrahim Maza. I think this is his competition, and he's going to do well. He's going to step up to the plate and do very, very well. So I feel I know Algeria is going to beat Congo. For South Africa against Cameroon, South Africa has an edge based on the coach. Cameroon has edge based on
yes.
So if Baleba comes into play that day, then I don't see South Africa's midfield matching Baleba. So that's where I feel, and they have a good striker, Eta Young from Levante. So that guy is going to come to pass.
Man is looking for Eta Young.
So I think with that and Baleba, they'll do well. As long as they play as a team, as a unit, they'll do well. So it's just that South Africa will just put up a little bit of scare in that regards. For Morocco, because of the hosts, I feel probably where their struggle will come up is in the semi-finals. That's where they would cause a lot of trouble. So they will definitely win Tanzania. Then Senegal is going to do what Senegal does. So we end up is at the semi-finals that we know if they are going to win it. Then in the case of Nigeria, I feel like maybe that's even where an upset is going to come. Yes, except if the players put their heads down. If the players are focused, tunnel vision, then definitely they will win Mozambique properly. They will do well against Mozambique. And the reason why I want them to win is for the sake of Chel. So that some journalists don't say we told you so. Because a lot of
I think you said something to me now, remember?
Yes.
Yes.
That particular person wants this guy to lose.
Yes.
There are other people that I can't mention. I've seen their posts. They
are waiting. They're the one that when we start losing, they say Erichel is cooking.
Yes. They'll tell you that one said Erichel is not tactical.
Yes.
No tactics.
Yes.
That
it's feeling that no tactics.
The reason why Super Eagles is doing well is because the players have decided as a team that they want to play as a team. And I'm like, wait, you are watching it, and you say you know football. You're watching football. You're seeing his the way he arranged the team, the way the team finds it hard to play against him until the 75th minute. When the players feel like they're already home and dry, then they lose concentration. Most times, if you observe, our goals are lost we concede goals because of lack of concentration. But most times when they are focused, you will see they will play that game. The game against Tanzania, it wasn't based on tactics. It was based on the fact that, what's his name? Zaidu lost concentration. And the goalkeeper did not follow up. The same issue that happened in Tanzania was the same issue that happened against Uganda. The difference is that Uzo came out and made himself look big. Nwabali stayed back because he was scared. He did not want to get hot. So I feel like everything, the game against Mozambique is going to boil down to the goalkeeper that what's his name? Chel picks.
Okay, I want to ask you a question, Uche.
Yes.
You're talking about goalkeeping now. Do you think some countries are looking at Nwabali now, say,
yeah,
they're licking their lips?
Yes, he's. I trust Uzoho now compared to Nwabali.
But this is Uzoho. There was a World Cup qualifier against Ghana in Kumasi.
Yes,
he was saving every boss. So the Otto backroom staff analyzed him. So they decided that, okay, you know what? We're not going up again. Any chance, go down. The first shot, he entered out.
Yes.
In Abuja. So these goalkeepers have their own strengths and weaknesses. Uzor takes long to get down. Let's be honest ourselves. It takes long. If the ball go down.
The game against Man U, he did well. Most of the balls were.
Well, get that Man U. See, after that Man U collect 4 in the next league game. See, the issue is, I think that we are weak there. Uche, we don't have a championship winning goalkeeper. We don't have it. Let's be honest. The reason why we are not exposed is because we don't complete shots.
And again, we hold the ball for long. We don't give the opponents opportunity. We win the ball at the top. Yeah. So that's why we are not getting.
Okay, based on the team now left in this tournament,
yes.
Which goalkeeper do you think that we have? Which country do you think that we have a better goalkeeper than them? Left.
None. We don't have.
What about Sudan?
Sudan. I've actually not seen Sudan, but the other teams I have seen them, and their goalkeepers are like above average. We actually took the weakest. I don't know why we had Nwabali in that team. Like I don't know. Like we would have. I future would have just said be damned, and picked what's his name, Okoye. Whatever happens, I think that's one major mistake that Chel
well,
did.
If Eric Check say that Uzor should be the first choice, that means that there's no competition again there, because Nwabali will feel bad.
No, like Nwabali would have just told him to get better, because he needs to. Right now, he needs to.
He's injured.
Yes, he's injured. So that's what I'm saying is, because of that injury, Chel would have assessed him and told him you can't come, because I know he's supposed to be in the team right now. I know he's going to be on the bench against this coming Premier League, this weekend game. He's going to be on the bench. So we would have taken Aino, but we did not take Aino. So if we're not taking Aino, there was no reason we were supposed to pick up Nwabali. We would have left Nwabali in South Africa and then picked Okoye.
I want to ask you a question. Do you think that if Aino is in Super Eagles camp, will he be fit? Who will take care of him? Well, I think we'll be using that same ability to be rubbing his leg. See, the reason why he's fit now is because he's getting good medical attention in England.
But that's the same thing Nwabali was supposed to do. Nwabali was supposed to be getting that treatment in South Africa.
Yes, that's why he's not fit. But let me just let me just hear from Bobby Ray. I don't want Mozambique to take Bobby Ray out again. Bobby Ray, can you hear me? It's like these Mozambique people are working. Oh, geez, they are Congo. Are they here?
I think he's
Bobby Ray, can you hear me, Bobby Ray? Bobby Ray? And now it's been a long time he was here. I would love to hear him more. Bobby Ray, can you hear me? I was just looking at Bobby Ray. You can't hear me? Talk.
We can hear you.
I can hear Uche, but I can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay, Uche, just tell him to give his take so that
yes. So Smith said you should give your take.
In general, right?
Yes.
So basically, I'll start from the case of Chel's shortcomings. I agree with what Esco said earlier. I think, to me, Chel's biggest problem is Chel himself. Chelsea's game management, yes, is suspect. Though if you look from the game against Zimbabwe to where we are now, he's made improvements. Yeah, he's made some changes. You will find out that he learned some things, but still there's still places that he's found wanting. Because if I look at this team, one of the major problems of this team, apart from the mentality of the players, I would say as a team, can this team manage games properly? Can this team, for example, go 1-0 ahead in the 77th minute and you believe that we won't concede? No. Can you bank on this team to win a penalty shootout? No. So there are some little issues. Even if this team goes 2 goals ahead, say against a Congo in the first half, you won't be confident that this team can win. So that is one of the issues I have with this team. That is one of the issues that we have with this team. This team can go against a Morocco and score 2 goals, 3 goals. But the issue is that you cannot believe that this team can win. You cannot believe that this team can sustain pressure. Like if this team, okay, look at the game against Gabon. Look at the game against Gabon. We look at when we scored and check out when we conceded. At a point in time, I was thinking, okay, let's try and hold and ride this game out. Let's not let it go into extra time. But deep down within me, I knew that this team can't sustain pressure. And again, you said it earlier, Uche, that complacency, lapse in concentration, his team is known for that. So it is those little things. It's not that Chell is very good. Chell is, though I know that he has his shortcomings in game management, yeah, but Chell is good. If it's when first I heard that Chell was even linked to the Nigerian job, that is I think that was before Finidi came. At first, I was skeptical because I was looking for somebody higher. Not that the guy is not good. I was looking for somebody higher. But when I checked the water pouring, because that's pressure. Whatever happened there, it was pressure that puts him in that particular state. It's pressure. And I was thinking that, can this guy withstand the pressure on this in the Super Eagles job? But he's here now. And of course, look from where we were before he came to where we are now. There's a change. There's a change. There's progress. You can say, yes, there's progress. But Chell needs time. Chell is not, he brings his ideas. People, yes, he's being criticized because Chell is an innovative manager and Nigerians are not used to innovation. Look at when Philippe Troussier was the manager. He brought the 3-5-2, and that is something that wasn't a norm then. It's a norm now, but then it wasn't a norm. So you can see that Philippe Troussier, why did they call him the white witch doctor? The man was seen ahead. He was seen ahead, but our people did not. They're not used to change. So they were skeptical, saying no, even some of the players here. But remember, we qualified with that system to the World Cup with a game to spare. Forget about Bora Milinovic that came in to just feast on the goods that are already there. But this guy was building a team. Though when you see what happened at the World Cup itself, you find out that, yes, it was a team, but the mentality of those players were wrong. Some people say when they talk about good performances internationally, they mention the France 98 World Cup. But to me, I say that France 98 team underachieved. I don't see whatever happened at that World Cup as something amazing. Yes, we played well. We won the game against Spain. We defeated Bulgaria. Yes, I know, but that team was meant to do more than what they did. And it was the mentality of the team that was wrong. It's not that maybe the team is not skillful, because if you check, the bulk of that team is the team that made the Ghana-Nigeria 2000 Nations Cup team. And that team, that Ghana-Nigerian AFCON, that particular team to me is underrated. That is one of the best squads Super Eagles has ever produced, that particular squad. And it is still that France 98 squad. So imagine if those people played at the top of their potential, what they could have done at the World Cup. Now, bringing it back to this particular team we're talking about, if you look at the Mozambique game, some people think that it's an easy game. No, that game is tricky. And I usually have issues when we play Portuguese-speaking nations. They always give us trouble. If you look at the Mozambiques, you look at Cape Verde, you look at what's their name, Angola. They're not straightforward games. So I see the same thing with this particular game. And when you look at our team, to me, I would say our weakest link, yes, Wabali is number one. You know, Miss Smith, you know, I've been saying that Wabali shouldn't have been our number one. I've been saying this right from the qualifiers. Wabali is a ticking time bomb. Wabali alone can cost us the AFCON because Wabali has lapses in concentration. I doubt he's in the right frame. He's in the right frame of mind. Check what he has gone through. I doubt he's in the right frame of mind. And if you put him, those lapses in concentration can cost us. It can be the 90 minutes. It could be a corner kick. It could be a lazy back pass, one thing or the other. And if you look at the defense itself, to me, our defense is weak. It's a weak league. Ajayi is definitely going to come back into the squad, into the starting 11. And to me, I do not trust Ajayi. Especially now, I don't trust him. Look at our wing backs. Mainly the right will be suspect because Alebiosu won't play. He would have really given us something if he was fit. But I doubt he will be fit. I doubt. So it has to be Osai Samuel. I don't think he will go for our team. But I think if we're not defensively good, we'll get past Mozambique. Tight game.
Okay, let me ask him about Bruno.
And for Algeria, Congo, yes, Algeria has a perfect record like Nigeria, and they're even defensively better than Nigeria. But I think they won't get past Congo. I see Congo getting past them because Congo is a compact team. Yes, tactically they have a good coach. They have a good goalkeeper. People say, like, when they brought out, I think, the team of the group stage, Zidane was the keeper in goal. Yes, the record says he's considered 1 goal. So you can say, someone might say, okay, yes, he's the top goalkeeper. Yes, he's considered only 1 goal. But he has a very solid defense in front of him. He has a good midfield. I think if he comes against the Congo, he could end up being tested. And that is when you will now measure how good he is, or whether it's just because he's the son of Zinedine Zidane that is there. But I think Congo will get past them.
Sorry. Before you go on, what would you say about Bruno Oyemachi?
I've always been Bruno's critic. Yeah, I've always been Bruno's critic. But against Uganda, he played well. But it's not it's because he played well. I'm now in the bandwagon that is saying, okay, he has to start, he has to be the one, he will find a solution. I believe in consistency. There were times people said, okay, Chukwueze, yes, he played well. Yes, Chukwueze is back. I don't believe in 1 game. I don't believe in 2 games. You have to be consistent, and I'll say, okay, yes, you have arrived. So Onyemechi played well. Okay. If Onyemechi can play like that every time, I won't be on his back all the time. I won't. But the inconsistency is there. That's the problem of someone like Chukwueze. That's the problem of the bulk of our players. That is the problem of the team as a whole. Inconsistency. People talk about a player is being world class. Some people think that being a player being world class is how skillful you are, the goals you can score. It's not that. It is consistency. That is the key to a world class player. You have to play at the top level consistently for at least 3 years. Then you say, okay, yes, that guy is world class. You don't just maybe 1 season, even if you score 70 goals. That doesn't make you world class. Because the next season, can you do that? There are many players who have been one-hit wonders. 1 season, they score 40 goals, 40-something goals. Following seasons, what do they do? Yeah. So
with the advent of resurgence of what's his name, Onyedika, do you think like Onyedika should start the game against Mozambique, or we should keep the bulk of the midfielders that played against Tunisia?
And Onyeka. That is my problem with Onyedika. I've clamored for him to give him a try, but I think there's something that managers have seen. They haven't really used him, because definitely Onyedika is not starting against Mozambique. He won't start. Nah, I don't see him starting. But I think he's supposed to have played more games than he has played. He's supposed to have been given more minutes. That is what I believe. Even though he's not, or maybe he might not always be a starter, or he won't start in games. I think because there are games you can bring him. The only issue I might have with Onyedika, he looks like, I don't know whether to say, being serious is the way. But sometimes maybe it's about the way he carries himself. Like one thing I noticed in the last AFCON, like doing the training videos and everything, if you watch, him and Bruno Onyemaechi were never serious in training. All those shots, all those videos that were released about what was going on in camp, what they were doing in training, even if it is the open door training, if you take notes of the ones who are always out of the group, always joking, it's always Onyedika and Bruno. They were always together. So maybe because some players look at what you do in training. Sometimes they don't look at maybe what you can just give in a game. It's from what you do in the training that they used to pick you. If you're not serious, you're not always in, your attention is divided. If you watch, some of those players do not get into the first team. They do not start games. That is one.
So fair question for him. We'll let him.
So if Bruno can maintain what he played, yes. Onyedika, yes, I would like him to start.
Yeah.
So I don't think Chair is going to start him. I think he will go to as you said, Ndidi and Onyeka. But from what he gave in that game, his chances of coming in the second half, or his chances of being an impact player is definitely there. He raised those chances by playing well against Uganda.
Yeah. So Uche, just a question to him is that where did you think the upset will come?
Okay, in the round of 16, what game do you feel there will be an upset in?
Upset. South Africa, Cameroon. Most people are giving it to Cameroon. I don't think Cameroon will win. Even though South Africa have, one of the flaws of that South African team is that they concede a lot of shots and they are conceding goals. Unlike to the South Africa we witnessed during the World Cup qualifiers. But the difference is that is more like a league. This is more like a tournament. So that the variables are different. Yeah, the variables are different. Like, I believe that a league is a better test of the strengths or capability of a team. It is than a tournament. Because a tournament is more like, it's just like comparing, let's say, the EPL and the Champions League. The EPL is much more difficult because it's a league. That is the true testament. You're going home and away. You're playing a team twice. So it's more of a test. But tournament is more like on your day. For on your day teams is good. Nigeria is on your day team. Because you even hear it back in the days, and it's not something that maybe we are hearing maybe in the late noughties, or we are hearing it in the millennium or whatsoever. It's been said. I remember hearing it way back. They say on Nigeria's day we can beat Brazil. On Nigeria, yes, that's true. Yeah. But I don't believe in an on your day team or on your day player. Give me, even if you give, I don't believe in a player who gives me 90% maybe twice a week. Compare it to a player who gives me 70% or 65% every day of the week.
Yeah.
The 90% on 2 days doesn't add up. So consistency is the key. Consistency is the key.
Yeah. Okay. There's something I want to add. Didier Deschamps was appointed in I think 2012. 2012, and qualified for 2016 final Euros, right?
Yeah.
Then 2014, France got to the semi-final or quarterfinal.
Semi-final, yeah.
And subsequently, 2018,
they won the World Cup.
Right. In 2022, they got to the final
of the World Cup. Yeah.
So you can see from 2012. You can see that they've been to various finals, lost some, won some.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is because, and I think that was coming back from him leading.
They won the Nations League within that time.
Yes, that was coming. Him being appointed 2012 was coming from the back of him not doing well in Juventus. I don't know whether. So if we can see the trajectory of that particular coach and see that they gave him time, I feel like no matter what happens, NFF should pick this guy, what's his name? Chell.
Yeah.
Take their time and see what he can do till on 2030. Any other thing they do right now is like we're going back. I know how they appoint coaches to take them like over a year.
6 months. 6 months minimum.
Which is this team is like on an upward trajectory right now. So let them keep this guy, give him whatever he wants, and let's see how far he can go.
Yeah, I'm saying that you see this. If that is the problem I have with the NFF. Do they have a vision? Does the NFF have a vision? Do they actually have a plan? Do they have a target that within maybe in the next 2-3 years or 4 years, this is what we want. This is what we want to be. This is where we want to be in African football, world football. This is the kind of players we want to have. This is the way we want to be playing. Do they actually have a blueprint? They might not have anything. It's just guesswork. Okay, let's try this and do this, add this, do that one. See, for someone with Chell, if you have a project or a game plan that maybe, okay, now from now to the next World Cup, okay, we're in 2026 actually, so it's 4 years. You make a plan for the 2027 AFCON. We're not planning for the 2027 AFCON as it stands now.
True.
We're not.
True. And I feel like he can even win 2027 AFCON and then 2028 AFCON.
Yeah, exactly.
And that will give you 2 tournaments, and your numbers of would increase. So why not
build with him, back him? When I mean, it's not I7 will just be talking from the corner. Really back him. Some of all these war thoughts he wants to go. Look at some of the players who are coming now. He's the one convincing them. It's not like somebody from the NFF or their so-called technical committee or whatsoever are trying to negotiate these deals. No, he's the one trying to talk to them. And then they is when you hear somebody speak or when you know someone that has a vision because he has a plan. It's obvious when you hear him speak. You know that he has a plan. Actually, he has plan. He has where he's going. He knows what he wants to do. He has purpose. He's purposeful. So when you hear him speak and you speak with these players, yes, you can get them in. So they have to back him.
Yeah.
Is it by friendlies? Is it by empowering him, giving him time? You have to do all these kind of things. But it doesn't mean that we should also know that, because when I hear all these things, I wonder that who are the players coming in? How is that pipeline giving us players?
Yeah.
The youth. We don't have any youth because we cannot forget that problem is there. Yeah. There's no under 17. There's no under 20. There's no under 23. It's baffling. To be honest, it's baffling that these teams do not exist to me. They don't exist.
Yeah. So
it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah.
We have to. Yes, in respect of whatever happens at this AFCON. I didn't come into this AFCON thinking that we're going to win. We're going to win. No. I've been saying that we should use this AFCON to build, to start that new phase. If the people we are going to phase them out. Start from this new phase. Start with Chelsea. Start going. Have a plan. You're even talking about Deschamps. What of Cisse? How many years did he stay before he won the AFCON?
Yeah.
How many years did he stay?
So
it's a different thing that when you have a coach that you want to say, people are saying, okay, let's build a project with this coach. But there's nothing you can see. It's like when some people are saying, let's build with Eguavon. Eguavon could be that man. Or Finidi the judge. I don't see anything. But from this man, if you look at the team, if you look at the way we play, set pieces is a typical example. How long ago have we been scoring consistently from set pieces? It's a trait. It's a technique that we have lost. But it's back. Watch when we are taking corners, the way they position. It's like when you watch the likes of Arsenal. It's that there's a strategy to this corner kick. Yeah, but all this kind of stuff. So is it the patterns of play? Yes.
Yeah.
There are certain plays that still need tweaking. He's not perfect, quite all right. He's still learning on the job. How long has he been a coach in international football? I think it's 2 or 3 years. So He's still learning. He's learning on the job, but I think that if we stick with this guy,
Thank you.
There's a future in him, but you have to back him. He has to be empowered.
Yeah,
he has to be empowered.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bobby, for your time. Thank you, Bobby, for your time. Really, I should appreciate you. We've enjoyed you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby, for your time. Sorry, I was trying to communicate to Bobby that it's time. So, I'm happy that we're going to spend. I really enjoy actually Bobby conversation. It's been a long time I've heard from Bobby. That's the reason why I didn't want him to go and fix that audio. I wanted to hear him talk because he's always commenting and always his opinion. I'm happy that his chance today is not working so that he can actually is contributing. I really actually enjoy that. Thank you, Bobby, for your time, Bobby. I actually enjoy you. I always like to see your comments too. So Uche, I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm happy that it's 3 hours, so not 4 hours today. So I can't just wait. Nobody's waiting to join in. So let me just take super chat. I want to ask you some few questions. Then we go in 2 minutes. So super chat, Bo XX, thank you for your super chat. We actually would appreciate that. There's no. You said that goalkeepers that can't dive. Okay. Boki said okay. Said Vince Osugi and Honest Aona actually work on the research register. For me, I know of Honest Aona, but let's be honest too. Vince needs to play for Club Brugge. Club Brugge is about to sell their defender to Liverpool.
Yeah, that guy. Yes,
that guy. So because they're selling that guy to Liverpool, so that means that Vince Osugi will have the opportunity to play. He also need to earn.
His name is Odan, right?
Eh?
Odan,
yeah. But my fear is this, Uche. The coach of Club Brugge is using Vince as a midfielder. That's my fear.
But it's also a good thing if he's a midfielder.
But using him as a midfielder, like it's like that's imposing midfielder, like in that middle of the park, and he has been doing well.
So that's what that is. I think it's a win-win for us because then we remember we've been clamoring that we don't have midfielders. So when we have a lot of options, that means competition.
Yes.
So
yes.
Everyone will feel so. Everyone will get, especially the midfield. Nobody's going to feel like, oh, now my bet right.
Yeah. If we have 23 now, Vince have been there just to start from there. Imagine playing Vince and Fredericks in the underage first. Then you see them growing together. Come on, that's a very, very good thing. So I don't know that Smith-Layi, you having PTSD from Uzo. I have it up to this moment. I remember that day. In fact, there's some moments in Nigerian football that I will never forget. Nigeria, Cameroon, AFCON final. I will never forget that. When that Victor Ekpeba's penalty struck the bar, I will never forget that.
And I think it was his expression that made the referee.
That made the referee too. I'll never forget. Nigeria versus Ghana qualifier. I'll never forget. Think about Angola.
Kano, that hot day.
Those are games that if you play that game, I have PTSD from it too. This Uzo, I completely, and the issue with Uzo there was that when the true Magical Okoye, you're not the boss. Nobody came to support Magical Okoye. Out of all of them. So I still have the PTSD. It's 4 years ago now, but still have it. So that from thank you. I think whoever is hiding an injury, it is really dangerous. He's unfit, and he has a report. Yeah, I think he's not fit.
Wanting to even back up this point, against Uganda, immediately that Onyango, what's his name, had an injury. Whenever he tried to reach out for the ball, he would drop it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing that is happening to Wabali right now.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime there's a cross, he will drop the ball. Against Tunisia, that he dropped the ball right in front of what's his name? Was it Bassi? Do you remember that corner kick?
Yeah, I remember. I remember. See, then okay, Before I take this question from, go and look at this expression when Mwabali considered first go against Tunisia. Go and see this expression. It was like with TV. Like you
see some journalists giving an excuse that his leg got twisted.
His leg got twisted. You have to know exactly how to position yourself. That will not be
and
if not make a mistake.
If it's what's his name? If it's what's the name of this boy? Maduka. If it's Maduka that makes that mistake.
The Twitter will, in fact, they will do a Twitter space on that. Somebody said that John Andrew said that Smith, what happened? Didn't you say that Vince Osugi is the next big thing? See, guys, I said Vince Osugi had the potential to be the next best thing in Nigeria. It's based on what I saw. It's not based on the character. So if the player now grow or the player did not grow, it's not my issue. But the potential that Vince Osugi showed in under 17 play for Nigeria, and he showed when he went to Sweden, and that's the reason why Club Brugge saw that potential to they pay 10 million euros to get him.
And they are still keeping him in the team. So
they're still keeping him in the team. So it's not about say the boy is good. It's just the boy is left with boy to do his potential. I remember there's some players that I've got wrong in the past too. When I saw Kenneth Tomero play for the first time, I said that this Kenneth Tomero will be like Nigerian, the Nemanja Vidic. But unfortunately, things did not really work out well for him. So, so sometimes it depends on the path. And when I saw him play, Omero, he went from Ado Diang to Chelsea.
Yes.
It's because
I think he was in Chelsea, then they loaned him to Ado Diang.
Yes. So he went to Chelsea to Middlesbrough because Chelsea saw something in him. That's what the gospel got him there. So at that time, he showed promise. So sometimes, if a player shows promise, that's to follow up. He was being paired with Shukudi. If you remember Shukudi, just Shukudi in under 17 then. Shukudi was getting more hype, but it was just there doing his thing. So for me, the Nemanja Pinnick, he never played a game for Chelsea. Yes, he never played a game for Chelsea. Chelsea signed him. Chelsea saw potential and they signed him. Then, so it's not my fault that he didn't play a game, but we need to think it's more defensive than this thing. It's more defensive than Fredericks. People should do research. I agree. Osugi is more defensive than Benjamin Fredericks. It's more defensive, but I won't lie to you. Fredericks is very good for Nigeria. So, guys, that is that. I don't know if Uche see here. Uche, I just want to take your predictions quickly before we go fully, so that you stayed longer than anybody here. So, I'm going to take your predictions too. So, Mali, Tunisia, just tell me don't analyze. Just tell me who's going to win.
Mali.
Senegal, Sudan.
Senegal.
Egypt, Benin Republic.
Egypt.
Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso.
Ivory Coast.
South Africa, Cameroon. Morocco, Tanzania.
Morocco.
Algeria, DR Congo.
Algeria.
Nigeria, Mozambique.
Because it's my country, Nigeria, but allegedly Mozambique will win Nigeria.
So this is a very, very bold and big prediction. Normally, he's not fit. I think what affected Omero was the move to Chelsea. If he had gone to Lille, I would have been ended with. Do you agree with that quickly before I let you go? That if Omero moved to Lille, it would have been better.
Yes, because most times this loan move, you're not steady. You can't decide. Okay, I want to settle here. When you know that next season you're going back to Chelsea, it's a problem.
Yeah. But Uche, thank you for your time. Thank you for also helping me out with Bobby Ray. Thank you. I couldn't hear, but I wanted to hear some things from you. So thank you, Uche. just prediction that I don't want to come to pass Nigeria, please. Don't come to pass. The whole AFCON countdown is over. And it's going very hard for me to do my AFCON daily because there'll be nothing to say.
Everybody will just leave it.
Everybody will just go. Thank you for your time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So that's actually what that today, today at a very decent time. We didn't spend the usual 4 hours. It's just 3 hours plus. So, but I want to thank everybody for their super chat. I want to thank Connect to God, Ushe, Dr. Lights, Box, Buki, Adedamola, Oluwagbenga Adu. Oluwagbenga Adu, yeah. Is this Adu? Is it the Adu I know? So no, I'm worried. Okay, don't worry, we're gonna fire you with his phone prediction. So are you rating anyone? Who's are you? So I want to thank you guys for your time today. Appreciate you for everything. So thank you for your time. So the AFCON can actually what the AFCON edition continues tomorrow. So we'll see exactly how things actually work out for Nigeria. That we do probably my preview tomorrow about the game between Nigeria and Mozambique. We see that when the match swings. So thank you for your time. I remain your host, Midai. Enjoy your weekend and Happy New Year once more. Wish you very fruitful 2026. Thank you.
Dance football for the love of the game.